We're I, Dustin.
And I, Devin, co-DM a 5th edition game of Dungeons
And Dragons! That's a thing.
The victory screech.
The victory screech.
Yeah. So, sadly, Cadkins has left us again to go back to our new home. But we do have KP back this week.
Yay!
That's the lovely Sherby. Chaos always seems to happen whenever she is around, so I wonder what wild things may happen tonight.
And since we had a slight later start from some technical difficulties in the beginning, we're going to quickly take a moment to thank our sponsors. That's Die Hard Dice, D&D Beyond, Idle Champions, Beetle and Grimm's, Eldritch Foundry, and Meeple Madness. Make sure to get your free Idle Champions chess code by using the one at the bottom of the screen if you're watching on Twitch. Enter hashtag Eldritch for your chance to win a $50 gift card from the Eldritch Foundry, and go to their website and use D4DND, right, to get some discounts. You can also use D4BFGs or D4BFFs on Die Hard Dice if you go over there. Make sure to get all your D4 merch over at D4DNDRPG.com. And follow all the socials on ElderIENT everywhere. And make sure to check out the Bookshops of Arkham, a Call of Cthulhu series we produced with Chaosium and Roll20 over on Chaosium's YouTube channel.
Without further ado, let us immerse ourselves into the Chronicles
Of D4.
And we're back.
Last time, on Delicately Departing with Delight and Despair, the BFGs awaken in the Grove of the Tree of Souls and discuss the next course of action as they talk to Emiria about Illitron and reveal that he was a lich and that they need to find his phylactery. And through Petunia's legend lore, as Davil suggested, they learn that it must be destroyed with a joint ritual using 4 elements: light and dark, magic, and then struck with a powerful metal shattering weapon.
Working together with Emiria's help, the BFGs destroy the ring Illitran/Kymel once wore and gave to Emiria, sealing his fate forever. Vinley harvests the lion's mane mushrooms from the Tree of Souls, which is the main ingredients for the potions of sanity to protect your minds against the far realm.
Y'all, I was on it.
Did you get enough for everybody?
You got a number.
Did I get any? Okay, we'll find out.
Harold shoves a worm in his ear
Woo!
Like you do.
and is granted boons by them.
And it was a good thing.
They then talk and speak and decide to go confront Baba Yaga in the Feywild and deal with Agnes. But first, they head back to the palace where there may or may not be the Queen of the Unseelie/Gloaming/Winter Court, and if so, hopefully bargain for less time dilation when they leave the wilds.
Upon their arrival through the Tree of Souls via Emiria, the BFGs return to a post-battle scene. many dead and wounded elves, as well as a very large presence of fey creatures roaming around the city. As they rush towards the palace, the signs of battle show even greater as they hear whispers of fungal-infected mithril knights and even some council members who could have perished. They enter the audience chamber to find it packed, and every important figure is in Luthelspar, and see both the former Elven Queen, Amlaruil, who is now known as the Morning Queen, head of the Glowing Court, and next to her is Titania, Queen of the Seelie and Summer Court. They learn that Lysanthir was the spider infected many before being brought down by Valagar and I want to call him Lascalar, but it's Lamruil. And the newly arrived Fey contingent of both Winter and Summer Courts, just as Luthelspar was about to be run over. The Morning Queen thanks the BFGs for returning her home, or her son home, and for bringing word to her that she may see him once again, and are named Friends of the Elves, Shah Kassir.
Titania, growing a bit bored, calls for dancing, and with but a word, most of the Fae and Elves are overtaken by the need to dance and be merry, as is the way of the Summer Court. Seisha and V, however, feeling the overwhelming emotions of the two queens, and more so that of the Morning Queen, are hit with intense sadness. Seisha at the loss of her mother, and V at realizing she is the only one who had a parent be so evil they were beyond redemption, felling to her own blade. Vinley heads to seek out the Temple of Sahanin Moonbow, where she realizes that death and power is not the end-all be-all, and realizes that Sahanin and the Seldarine have always walked with her, have been beside her, and through that realization, she bathes in the moonlight of Sahanin Moonbow, devoting herself, yay, typos,
Well, I devoured the old version of me,
Yes,
and I
yes.
stepped out of the water a brand new person.
devoting herself entirely to her, the Seldarine, and the Elven people.
Petunia sneaks away to find a smith to have something made, while Harold, after seeing the guard buddy alive and safe, requests another morbid makeup kit. Karina talks to Emiria and is gifted a set of elven scale armor made from moonstone, woven with the mithril, as a thank you for saving the Tree of Souls. Valagar takes V aside, seeing a familiar pain in her that he understands all too well. In a sign of respect, gifts her a javelin of lightning to help protect those she has sworn to protect. BFGs discuss travel into the Feywild with the Morning Queen, who agrees to take them, but cannot send them into the Mercandraw, as she does not hold dominion there. Instead, they will go to a forest ruled by an archfey dryad, and will do what she can to help with the time dilation as payment for returning her son and bringing word to her on his return home, as long as they can make it out and speak her name 3 times.
Oh, I forgot about that part. That's kind of important. Thanks for the recap.
Yeah.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Boom! A drink appears in your hand.
Pina colada, pina colada, pina colada.
Absent.
Okay, tell me what?
You now have drinking the blood of Mary. So, yeah.
You know, I heard she was really popular in some parallel universes.
But as you are granted entrance into the Feywild through the Morning Queen, you enter through a forest known as the Kaliak, near the Tree of Infinity, where it shares the realm with the Tree of Souls. The mists part and reveal a primeval forest. A fragrant breeze wafts between the enormous trees, sending motes of pollen dancing into the air.
You okay?
Honestly, that's why I got this cough now.
I can't breathe.
Patches of sunlight kiss the forest floor, and the sweet melody of birdsong echoes all around. You are met with the vision of the far off, even though it reaches into the heavens, you can easily see it past the reaches of the other trees as a spiraling knotwork of twisted roots that reach endlessly into the sky, as a single tree born from all the roots of the surrounding forest. The bark of the tree is dark and shaded, but whimsical. It looks like the dark hues of a rainbow in thick oil paint scraped across the trunk, creating a smeared swatches of color that encompasses the forms of an endless forest before you. You would expect it to be filled with the murmuring calls of wild creatures, and although there are some, it is far less noisy than you would expect. Although you left fairly soon, the light here is fading just at the edges of dusk and twilight, where there is still enough light permeating the purple sky, keeping the night at bay, but the sun is no longer visible.
As you step forth in that shift in planes, that feeling of intense emotion that the Morning Queen pushed onto you, almost imbuing your own hearts with her sadness, is lifted like a blanket, like a weighted blanket taken off of you.
I can't breathe now.
Speaking of emotions, in the recap, we forgot to say that Shervy made a deal with the Summer Queen, but in payment of that information, or I forgot exactly what.
Boon.
A boon, yes. Oh, that boon is big.
That is very
That boon is once a day, although time works a little weirdly here.
Right.
You are able to
Procure.
affect the world around you or affect your fate, destiny, however you can, everything short of a wish. Making it so that like you cannot instantly have the answer, you cannot instantly have the solution, but you can have the benefits of like an advantage or a reroll or anything like that. And it's not just for you. You can be like, for the party, this needs to happen right now.
Word.
Yeah.
But I know, but last time. And then the other thing is I need to know what everybody, your payment for that was where Shervy always got to see the silver linings and could see the muddied emotions mixed in between and see the
that
balance. You no longer have that balance.
It's one extreme or the other.
Yeah, you feel an emotion fully to its extent. With that in mind, what is everybody's emotional state currently? And take a second.
So
to
we
think.
had the Morning Queen's emotion lifted.
Yeah, so you don't have that like just
that oppression of like,
You have
I'm
to
gonna put this emotion on you.
Yeah.
You have to feel this now. So that's lifted, but there can still be that remnants, of whatever that was, whatever you're feeling. But it's not that constant of, hey, guess what? I'm gonna control your emotional state right now.
Right.
Feeling anymore.
Yeah, you don't have the oppressive presence, but
But we can start with Petunia. What's Petunia feeling? How does Petunia feel right now?
Well, before Petunia was feeling nothing but love, and of course she's still feeling nothing but love, but being in Merkendraw and everything, she feels a little bit more uneasy and ironically protective despite her stature.
Okay, and I'll note you're not in Merkendraw yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't.
And on the way there.
Yes, you were in the Kaliak forest in the Feywild.
She kind of like holds her bag a little bit closer to her and like holds herself a little bit closer to Harold.
but what is your raw emotion, your baseline emotion?
Anxiety.
Anxiety.
No, we were asking about Petunia.
Called out.
Same best.
You had to do that in front of everyone.
I mean, same best.
It's a derivative of this.
Got it.
Okay. Hey, Harold. What is
Determination and nervousness.
Okay.
determined to deal with this thing in the way that would hurt people the least, and scared that his plan is admittedly extremely insane, but it'll work
Okay.
because I got plus 15 on deception.
Only.
Only a small number.
Yeah.
But no, I think that Harold's determined but very scared.
What is V's baseline emotion?
She's definitely, I think she's just a little, like, somber, I guess. Like, she's recovered from the complex emotions she was feeling earlier. Like, she's kind of recuperated now that it's not being pushed. Like, the emotions aren't kind of being forced onto her.
Okay.
So she's kind of working on bottling those back up. You know the process.
Oh, yeah.
The swallowing.
Y'all.
So
We are
that's
still
where
talking about
she's
characters.
still swallowing. That's what's
We're all getting a
happening.
little real.
Shervy. What is Shervy's baseline emotion right now?
Well, I think regardless of this boon or not, I think Shuri would be elated. Not only because she has found her next step, her next path to go on her journey, her long-standing journey of trying to find her parents, but as an unintentional planeswalker that she has been, and traveling all these different worlds that she's gone through and all these other places, she doesn't really have a control of how and where she goes. She's kind of in general direction and goes there, and it never has really led her backwards. She's never had the opportunity to go back to a place she's been, back to meeting friends that she's made friends with before.
Shirley's Doctor Who.
But yeah, she's really had not had that opportunity. It's once she has made a connection, it's been like that moment, and then she's had to move on because she had no other choice. So to be in a situation to see people that she's connected with and then see them once again is a feeling that she can't describe. It's become very rare for her. And when I say rare, this is a very unique time since she's left home all those years ago. So she is absolutely elated, and it's probably compounded a little more on the fact that she now has only that one feeling. There's no really other complex feelings going on. Yeah. She is joyous and happy, and you can see her in the way she carries herself. She's a little bouncy. She's still that little awkward, doesn't know what to do with her limbs sort of a character, but you see her like swaying, you feel her, she's like humming a tune under her breath, just looking at each one and not really saying anything, trying to, and then going like, oh, that's not right. So she kind of pulls back a little, but she's just happy to go around. You kind of see her as she's tapping her feet. Once in a while you hear like the drums in her back. If she taps too hard, it makes the bonk on the noise, and she's like, oh.
Stealthing is not an option.
Nope.
Hey, I have silence now.
Seisha is a strange combination of hurt, fear, and hope. It's the first time she's felt hope in a while, but the understanding that George Forsworn is also a victim of what's happening, and the idea that if he's calling on the powers of the gods he killed and using them, part of them is still there. So there's hope.
So would you say that is your, of the three you mentioned, that is your biggest
Hope
baseline?
is the strongest one, yeah.
Okay. Finley.
I think the best word I could put on Vinley's current like major emotion is proud. But not in the way of like, look at me, look at all the stuff I can do. It's, I have accomplished so much in the last 3 days.
Yeah.
I spent almost 2.5 centuries doing nothing because I was scared. I'm not scared anymore, is what keeps going through her head.
And Karina.
I gotta double check. Karina is full of melancholy. Because coming into the Feywild is a brand new thing for her. She's never experienced this before. Because she didn't get drunk on Fey tequila, so she's never seen this. And so her immediate thought was, I can't wait for Michal, Ilaria, Cora, and Spots to hear about this. And then realizes that she can never tell them about it.
Well, that's my heart broken.
So you have all just been transplanted into a forest you do not know, a land that you know is treacherous.
We're gonna talk like that from now on, please.
Oh man,
Gwitty.
this is bringing up other. Yeah.
Please change his name to Elmer Fudd out there, please. Thank you.
We were giving Magic the Gathering creatures uwu names, but that's okay. Uwulamog.
We're going to move on. It's so good. It's so good.
So you've been transported into this treacherous domain that you have literally no information about. You have the information that Petunia has about her devotion to learning about hags because their magic is weird.
Hey, it's okay. Just keep going.
Their magic there is weird. It tied to you guys a little bit. Even before the story began, the house was tied to hags, and working in that alleyway kind of led her into those stories. But honestly, you didn't really have a whole lot of time to talk to the queens. You didn't have a lot of time to, and you haven't really discussed a lot with them / Oscar about the true nature of the Feywild. Yes.
As someone who has been playing at this court and probably been here quite a bit longer than the BFGs have been, and with the privilege of being a guest of the Queen of Summer, the Summer Court, would Shurvi have been able to ask or learn more about the Feywilds?
I will say you will know bare basics. You won't be able to navigate any. I mean, you can try to navigate, but
As much as one can navigate the Feywild.
exactly. But you know at least the 3 golden rules, and that is the rule of hospitality, the rule of ownership, and the rule of
Reciprocity.
yeah, reciprocity.
Reciprocity, that's right.
And hospitality is when a friend, an enemy, or a stranger enters your home, you are expected to be gracious and accommodating to them until such time as they prove by their words or actions undeserving of such hospitality. The rule of ownership: you must not steal from a friend, an enemy, or a stranger to take something that does not belong to you without the rightful owner's permission. Is a crime and an unforgivable breach of etiquette. The rule of reciprocity: when a friend, an enemy, or a stranger offers you a gift, you are obliged to accept it and offer something of comparable value, be it a gift or a service, in return. Reciprocation, yeah, need not happen immediately. It can be something of good faith. But you also know that Fae are tricky. You've learned that Fae don't lie. However, you've caught them being able to mince their words in a way to scoot around truth. You know that they can omit truths.
Yeah, we call that massaging the truth.
They can
We
omit
also call that being a middle child.
And the only time you've ever seen a Fae being accused of falsehoods was when they spoke of something they did not fully know, and speaking of a falsehood that you do not fully know and being proven wrong later does not automatically mean that you were speaking falsely.
You just didn't have the information.
I would say that when you would know that when a Fae says something 3 times, it is without any hesitation or question, the absolute truth. There's no misdirection to their words, anything. If they say, I tell you 3 times and say it, that is the truth.
Got it.
You would know that the Summer Court, the time that you've been in there, you never saw a passing of day. It is perpetual dawn.
Just imagine her having bags under her eyes. Like, I can't even sleep.
People sleep.
It's too bright.
I would say
Jet
if you
lag.
did sleep, things changed about you.
Oh.
Being a changeling, it kind of affected you maybe more so or less so, in
Yeah.
the sense that visually it may have been more so, but you can just reshape that. And when you went back into the prime material plane, that seemed to fade away over time. But you're unsure of how it may affect the others. I hope my ears get bigger.
Yeah.
I hope I get shorter.
Which way do we go?
Before we go anywhere, Petunia, can you do me a favor? Nobody knows more about hags than you.
Correct?
Could you tell me if they can automatically see through invisibility and illusions?
Would I know that, or would I need to make a roll?
Go ahead and give me a roll, but you can do so with advantage.
Yeah. Was that Arcana?
Be Arcana.
I'm saying hello to the grass. And to
Hello,
the trees.
grass.
I'm like, hello.
Yes.
Hello.
The heavy temptation to want to speak to grass.
Yes. I love
I,
grass.
I think they'll kill me.
Or
Okay.
24?
You know that not all hags can pierce through the veil of illusions, but the most powerful of them might.
What a wonderful non-answer.
that's a complicated answer. The general answer is it depends on how good you are. Considering we're going to see the hag of all hags, she probably can.
Okay, fair.
I will,
I feel like honesty is probably the best policy.
I will also say, Harold, specifically, your magic makeup is not an illusion.
Oh, I know.
Okay, I just wanted to reiterate that.
I'm checking my options here.
Okay.
Checking his list.
But as there's only been mere moments, but possibly days, weeks, you're unsure of how the time is dilating on the other side currently.
We've already been here 3 years.
You notice that a storm cloud begins to appear. You hear,
Hello, storm cloud.
Is that normal?
and it only seems to hover above V and Karina. And as it forms over you, there's horizontal lightning coursing through it. Does not come crashing down towards you, but you look up, and as you look up, a torrential downpour just washes over you. Shervy, Seisha, and Vinley all just glow in a 15-foot radius in radiant golden light.
I guess you can say I'm pretty bright.
And then Harold and Petunia.
Karina's looking like a wet Mancoon right now.
Hair just instantly.
Frizz.
Dry.
So Harold and Petunia, as that you start to see this glow. It's almost like where the three others are radiating with light. The shadows that emanate off them almost cling to you and hover over. You can see almost like the brow shadowed for your face, and the woods around you grow darker.
We're all
And-
cell shaded.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yep. And there is just always just eyes in your peripheral, in the darkness, glowing eyes.
I'll stick with just being wet.
And when you look over and see it's just darkness, but it's always that just on the outskirts of your vision, you just see eyes watching.
Oh, yeah.
Why am I glowing? What's that?
Well, you certainly got it better than me.
Let me see.
Did their rain stop, or is it still
Oh,
going?
it's still going.
I can't try you yet.
Sure, we reach around and try to find something here. Do I have? I thought
I'm just gonna take out a scrap of leather and try and put
Yeah.
it over my head.
You can, it's not like the cloud's gonna come under and be like, haha, you can't stop me, but it is perpetually raining.
Seisha holds her shield over Karina.
Work. And then I'll use prestidigitation every
Yeah.
few minutes to start a gust of wind to blow the rain out of the way.
Okay.
I will.
It's like a little umbrella.
It's raining
I'll
sideways.
give V my coat.
Yeah, V just looks miserable and wet and frizzy.
I give you my coat and just let you put it over your head. I'd hold
And
it.
are
she
the two
very
characters with,
carefully
like, the
holds
full
it.
hair.
It like kind of covers a bit of her shoulders.
Yeah, it's just enough like for your head and a
Just
little bit of your
like-
shoulders.
It's like You can't see this
Can't
box.
see
There,
I
invisible
can't
box.
see it.
I will remind you, although this is hilarious and I love this, and if your character doesn't remember that's fine. You have a cloak of many fashions.
I do have a cloak of many fashions.
But I love
only
I love,
remember
like,
it for
hair
fashion,
elements of
not
your
for like use. All right, I will do that, and then I'll look at my own cloak and be like, "Oh yeah," and I'll give him his jacket back, and then I'll turn my cloak of many fashions into a giant rain poncho.
Nice. Love it. Yeah, you just like you hand it back and it's just
It's got like little
dripping wet.
ears.
Harold and
Patient.
yep.
What is this about?
It's got a little visor.
The Feywild's an
out.
emotional place.
Yeah.
Karina's gonna quickly just because player knows it won't work. Karina doesn't know this. I'm gonna try and run real quick as fast as I can to try and get out from under the cloud.
As you
I run with her.
you go and the ground is just like slodgy and muddy and it's like when you step in that fresh mud and your shoe sticks just enough, not enough to come out, but enough to give that sound. So you go to run, but it's like you're moving at half speed. It is so just slodgy.
I'm
and
just gonna
And what's strange, Seisha, is like you run to catch up and keep up, and you run past her. The terrain around you is soft but solid. There does not seem to be any like large roots in your way, and you look down and you see Karina having a difficult time with the terrain.
Can I, given my insight being so high and my investigation, can I put together that the sad people are under a rain cloud?
You can assume whatever you want.
Okay. Are you okay?
I'm not too happy about all this.
No, I mean like deeper.
There is something straight up following us,
There's
you
something
guys.
around here.
There is something following us.
What?
All right.
I'm just okay, theory. I'm picking up some negative emotions between Karina and V under the storm cloud. And thank you.
Continue. Boom, boom, boom.
How are you feeling?
I feel
Are
fine.
you
I feel
trying-
great, actually.
Sorry.
I think we're glowing because we're not sad. And I don't know what the hell's going on with Harold and Petunia,
We're fine.
but y'all seem really on edge.
Yeah, visually.
no,
I
I'm
mean, why wouldn't we be? There's things around us.
Your
26
muscles.
deception. I feel great.
No, I'm looking at your muscles are so tense.
He's been
You're-
working out.
You're wound up like a spring, both of
Not
you.
me.
Roll a 27 on deception.
I think,
All right, let's do this.
truly, I think Petunia just needs to walk on his
I
back.
believe you.
I thought this was Petunia's normal state.
Yeah, that's her resting state.
Petunia has a resting heart rate of
That was good. Sorry,
Alex.
I have a question while they're looking for that.
Of course.
The people who are glowing brightly, are we also warm? Like the sun?
You're not. No.
Not at all.
I'm actually gonna roll deception as well.
I have an idea. As soon as you're done with that.
Never mind, Karina's very obviously distraught. That was a nat one. I'm fine. What's wrong?
29.
Yeah, Harold's lying.
Harold.
I don't get it. Why are they always arguing?
Harold.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Petunia, go!
So just a clarification for everybody. The glowing people, very apparent. The raining people, very apparent. Harold and Petunia look completely normal. You all do not see what they see.
They're acting
Right,
fucking
but
weird.
But yes,
Yeah.
but visually, your insight can pick up like they're constantly looking over their shoulder and things like that. But whatever they're looking for, you don't see.
Right. I think how we're feeling is manifesting.
I'm just happy to be here. I
can tell.
It's kind of like limbo.
not that place.
Our
again.
thoughts took shape. It's chaos realm, just like limbo. Also,
No
I
one
have
gives
an
me
idea.
greater potions.
What do we need to know?
I think just it's a matter of just going forward and having to deal with whatever we're dealing on the inside, maybe, as you said. But if there's any way we can help each other out, I think that's all we can do.
I have an idea. Can I have you, and I'm gonna start walking towards V. Let's just circle her for a second, okay? Let's hold hands.
Shield over Karina.
We'll do Karina first. All right, everyone hold my hand. Not you.
You're gonna have to reach up.
Little triangle. Little triangle motion. And Vinley is going to say, okay, repeat after me, everyone. Rain, rain, go away.
Rain, rain, go away.
Rain, go away.
Come again another
Wait, do
day.
you need me to say it too?
No, not yet.
Come again another day.
I remember something like this. Actually, my mother used to sing it to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The words were slightly different, but
Interesting.
I think they were kind of also maybe not the nicest of words in there too. There was a couple.
Oh, now I want to hear it.
Same.
Can't say.
Did it work?
Karina, are you magically now happy?
I'm confused. Karina's confused, and also, oh, so many people are close to me.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna. Okay. Yep.
You see the rain cloud disappear, everybody.
Oh, look, it works.
Karina,
Good job.
Thank you.
Fuck, what now?
shadows start to creep up on you. There's just eyes watching you out of the corner of your vision.
Nothing different.
As this happens, because I wouldn't see anything, as I see the clouds going, oh my god, it worked! And I go and like hold her hand, and I go, oh my goodness, first of, I'm so sorry, we haven't properly had a chance to meet, but it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm so glad you're not feeling or sad anymore. But hi, I think you look very stunning with your hair. It's really long and nice.
It looks really bad right now.
No, and then I use prestidigitation. I did it. I said it right. Yeah. And that just double checking.
Karina
but
is full body blushing.
I
On
can.
insight is Karina crushing.
100%.
Awesome.
That blows over Shuri's head completely.
Yeah,
but
sure, he has more. Karina, I think, doesn't even fully get it.
And then I feel like Shuri feels how like wet the hands and everything are. Not sure if it's really rain or just you're just getting clammy, but it's just I'm assuming the hand is as she does that. She uses that.
Yeah. Prestidigitation.
I do fit within the 5-foot cube.
Yeah.
And I would like to perhaps try her.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, instantly.
Yeah.
You're drawn.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Like the cats and Aristocats just coming out.
You're very voluminous.
Oh, thanks. She just starts nervous braiding her hair.
If you need any more help with anything, or if anything else you need fixing up, let me know. I'll be right back though, and I'll then jump to V, who is the other person probably in the same
Oh, we have
situation.
to. Yeah, we have to
do
do
V,
the thing. Okay.
And then we do V.
And they do the rain, go away. Does this somehow magically make V's emotion? What does that do to V's emotional state?
As you look down at these.
Watching them dance around me saying rain, rain, go away.
Yeah.
I feel like it just makes them
It
mad.
does make me laugh. I think it's very silly and funny, and I even try to see if I can stay sadder on purpose for a long which doesn't really work.
Okay.
But it does put her in a better mood. She feels silly.
Okay, you see there's, for a moment, like when she laughs, there's a little radiant glow and the cloud diminishes a little bit, but then it just becomes a light drizzle.
Can't win them all.
Wait, V, hold your hand up.
Out?
Here, take these. And Seisha goes through her pouch and pulls out ribbons and hands V one end of 3 ribbons. Okay, hold it over your head. Okay, Shirley, you take this one.
Okay.
I see what's happening
Venley?
here.
Shall I also raise it up my head?
We're doing a Venley pull, or a V pull,
That doesn't sound right.
and we start doing a maypole around V.
Okay,
Like that ceremony?
Yeah.
all right. You do a...
This is the Feywild. It's about to become midsummer.
Yeah,
real
that's-
quick.
you're doing
Seisha,
some...
what is it supposed to do?
I asked what we should know, and no one told me
That's
anything.
good. Let's go. Let's
You
go.
know that
Yes.
from the movie Midsummer where everybody's around a pole and
Yeah.
they braid
They
the
have the
pole with the
ribbons,
ribbon.
yeah.
You're the pole.
Yeah.
And people are
No,
circular.
I'm not talking about as Katie. Katie knows what that is.
Yeah, but
He is
yeah.
asking.
Oh,
He is
gotcha,
asking
gotcha.
Seisha,
V, you've seen that
what is
play.
it supposed to be doing?
More silliness.
Yeah, so
Make you smile?
over time, you are wrapped up and bound through a lacing and braiding of colored ribbons as you hold your hand out up above you, covering...
Bet y'all didn't think it was gonna go this way, did you?
No, it didn't. You know what?
Option 8.
You're still in town next week.
The road to hell is paved with DM letting us do too much.
Man, look. Okay. And
I would
you are
say-
cocooned.
I'm cocooned in 3 ribbons.
And this is a ritual that is often tied to these types of things.
Oh no.
That's why
Let's
I
see where
figured
this
Finley
goes.
was very familiar with this kind of thing. Also, I did fully write Rain Rain Go Away, Come Again Another Day in my spellbook, just so everyone knows.
Nice.
I love you.
Thank you.
You're like,
I'm
shit, it
sure
worked.
of the spell.
So how's while this is going, just give me some emotional state of what V is going through in this moment.
It's one of those like. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you know, when you have like pent up like emotions trying to like come out and you can't like help it, sort of a thing. So it's like laughing. So she's like kind of laughing at silly Alice's, but it's also causing her to like cry a little bit, not like a lot. She's not like wallowing.
Yeah.
Or anything like that, but it's just sort of like, you know, that sort of emotion. Does that?
Yeah.
I wish there was a word for it. The English language is very limited.
Yeah.
A happy.
Wishy-washy?
sad cry.
No, wrong description.
Like,
It's like
you're laughing at the
like
absurdity
you're
and
laughing
it's
and you're
causing the
smiling, but
sadness to
like
leak.
you might have like you can still feel sad and have like a tear.
Bittersweet.
Yeah, bittersweet.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping me with that. Jeez, but exercise.
Is anything because Karina saw the eyes, but did those go away when she started blushing?
No, because
Because it wasn't a spell.
it's not a
Still
spell.
anxiety.
Your yes, because
It's
it was
still
more
anxiety.
yes, it was more
Yeah.
an anxious style of
Mm-hmm.
romantic affection instead of elated style of romantic. You were
I don't know if
nervous
it's
and
romantic
anxious.
just yet, but
That's what I'm saying. It was more
Shubi's
anxious.
Very
than-
pretty. So
Yeah.
2 babies. So
Sure. V, roll a D100.
Oh,
All right.
goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Jesus.
no.
She's jumped up right as.
baseball team.
All right.
like the Savannah Bananas.
Let's do that one. And where's another? Ah! Come on, I have so many dice. This is what happens when you don't organize your dice. You gotta sift through all of them. There we go. Okay. She's
A fake cat
roll.
appears.
Natural
just
20.
ahead.
Oh!
all right. 36.
No.
36.
Okay.
Still bad.
I'd offer you a cough drop. I don't know if
No,
that'll make it
no.
any better.
Don't brush your teeth and then drink Monster. Learn from my mistakes.
Don't go outside in Georgia in pollen season.
So as you do this,
Yes.
A maypole is typically a
Yeah.
yep,
Yep.
a blessing of fertility and things like
Yep.
that. And as you are
That's what I'm missing.
unwound and unwoven, there is more than just you inside of this cocoon, as two sprites, little almost fairy-like creatures, come pouring out, and they look like V.
This was a mistake.
Why didn't anyone tell me this would happen?
And just
Hello?
like just pure red, just they like one. They both are just pure red in color. Oh, they're like
Oh god, I'm gonna pick one up.
Oh, it
Do they fly or are they like
Make an attack
on the
roll
ground?
if you're trying to grab it.
They are
Okay.
flying.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're
They're
flying.
flying,
Little wings
okay.
flying.
Okay. What do I
Does this make us parents?
I think
What
we
do
should probably
I
just
add
leave
to
as
my
soon as
attack
possible, or
roll?
more things like this will keep happening.
is this just like unarmed strike?
Unarmed strike. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll it in D&D Beyond.
Are you trying to grab them? It'd be a grapple.
Oh yeah, that can be grapple. So roll
So,
a d20, add athletics to it. Strength modifier. if
It's
you don't.
probably just the same number.
Meanwhile, Harold and Petunia are like, no one's
unarmed
watching
strike
our
is a
backs.
plus
No
5.
one's paying attention.
So 18.
Oh yeah, you grab it,
Oh.
and it's full on literally a fairy pixie-sized V, down to every minute detail,
Oh, this is actually kind of cool.
and will pull this wooden replica Kin's Edge axe
Obsessed.
and just
The other one flies at you as well
As-
from the other side.
They yell?
three spiritual sprite-sized ancestors come out.
Natural 20. You take a whopping 2 points of damage.
Yes. Worth it. Worth it.
Do you let go? This is
No, I'm actually gonna.
Nonsense.
Shit! Ow! I'm gonna take a lantern out of my bag with my other hand and full Tinkerbell.
oh, that's so
Clo-
evil.
I want to close it in the lantern and go. Oh my god, calm down.
V, talk to your feelings.
My what?
Your feelings.
We are we.
Oh, they're like
You are
changeling
quite wee,
bees. Okay,
actually. You're very small.
hi. Me. You just
Y'all can
okay.
keep
So
doing
whenever
that.
out of play, are you guys yelling because the sound's cutting out?
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
No,
they're,
I'm
the
asking Dustin
sprites
and
are
Devin.
yelling a whole lot.
Yeah,
They're not actually saying words.
Sometimes.
They're saying we. They're like,
Okay.
I am we. And they're like, yes, you are we. And then one said, no, we o Miliana.
Oh, okay.
One is now in a
Okay.
lantern.
All right. So
What do we do
how
with
do I
them?
get rid of you?
Do we
You.
kill them?
No!
And then
They're alive!
one picks up, you will let it go. It looks like it's already escaped. And you look, there's nothing in your jar.
Ah!
Don't
look
open
at
it. I clamp my hand against it.
So,
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
me.
Shake is
minute.
completely confused, and then in the
No,
meantime,
no,
like,
don't do that. That's me.
Liliana's.
I'm gonna tap the glass like you shouldn't do with fish.
Like you should.
Can I
where are they right now in relation to me?
Wake up, fishy.
Say again.
Where are they right now in relation to me?
One is flying amongst you all, kind of like a very aggressive mosquito or bee, just kind of going after Karina, and yeah, and probably going to attack you again.
All right.
I start untangling
Does
me.
it seem to respond to me like in a special way, in any way at all, or no?
It depends on what you want to do.
Okay, be like, hey, can you come here? Me, V.
And it looks at you and goes, and flies back, very like axe still in hand.
We're not.
Hey. So
Just gonna take one of our lanterns
you
off the wall,
are
and that's
you are
what we've got
me,
now.
and I guess that technically means I am you, but much larger and cannot fly.
The door to the lantern flies open, but
Oh, I was holding it all shut.
nothing.
What?
Yeah.
Just these are all
Nothing
friends.
there.
You don't need to attack them and be on edge. It's cool.
Speak for yourself.
Hi.
And a voice speaks out right next to the other one, kind of hovering in front of UV. And we are you. Like, we see your emotions. Like,
Emotions.
you're sad. Do you need like a Kleenex? We don't have one.
I don't need a
Kleenex?
Kleenex. Thank you.
It's this,
Interesting.
Oh, I thought
Interesting.
you said
All
a
right.
clean axe. She could always use one of those.
It's a tissue from Waterdeep.
So which emotion are you? And she points to the one to the right.
And as you point to it, it explodes into glittering light. And then you see the one right next to it, boom, also explodes.
Oh my
even though
God.
like it was invisible, just showers of glittering
the
light.
lantern back.
And they're gone.
Wait, it's because I asked. All right. Well,
Um,
they're gone.
I
I
think
did
we
it.
should-
I put the ribbon back in my pouch.
I learned a lesson today. Don't question myself.
Perhaps we should
Confidence.
probably
Confidence is key, I guess.
Yeah.
You see that?
I saw it.
And I maybe should start carrying tissues.
I think
around.
I think I see what you guys are seeing.
Yeah. They're like, oh, it's right behind you.
Do I, what? I turn around. Is there anything behind
Okay,
me?
guys,
I think I
guys,
missed it.
Focus.
if I may say, we should probably just move forward. I think we're in the Feywilds and really weird things happen. I've had weird things happen all the time here. I still haven't figured it out. So the best thing to do is probably just go where we need to go.
I agree. We must journey forth through the forest of.
With that, what?
Mart-
Gesundheit?
Look.
I don't think that's what it's called.
Actually, no. That's the correct Elven pronunciation. Actually.
The
well,
Forest of Modoc, yeah.
Okay. Anybody have any idea what direction we need to go?
I have a compass. When I take it out, what does it do?
They do.
Yeah.
It's
Dim,
just a middle finger.
did Oscar show me a path to take or no?
Oscar showed you a path while you were in the grove. If you wanted to go into the Feywild and meet
Got
up
it.
with
So
them.
not necessarily where to go, just how to get there.
Yes, because the grove touched 3 planes, but there was no clear path, and they were like, "This is the clear path to me."
Got it. Cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, if I check my compass, what's it doing?
Your compass.
It's just doing the Macarena.
I would think.
Is it just spinning?
Yeah, because there is no true north or south.
I
poles.
saw this once. It was in a movie about pirates. We gotta truly want it. We gotta truly want it.
Well,
Truly
you focus on
want-
that.
If there's quick question.
I wonder.
Oh, it's familiar. Never mind. Shit. Never mind.
Options are to blindly trudge forward, try and do some survival checks, maybe possibly running into someone or something.
A fight that's maybe hiding for us in the closet.
I say we walk.
I say we walk as
That's
well,
not to stay still, Link.
I say we dance. I'm just kidding. We should walk.
but only if we want to.
And we should
shouldn't
certainly
leave our
not-
friends behind.
I'm so sorry. The Feywild's chaotic.
KP, you said you were going to say something.
I thought I could do something, and I don't think I don't know how helpful it would be, or how dangerous it might actually be. I have scrying. But-
Scrying will not show you. So there is a specific spell that is called Find the Path, and that would be the ultimate. Here's the answer. Scrying would be like you could see one person in the location that they are, but you
Right.
do not see the path on how to get there.
So yeah. I don't
So I have a thought because I've never been in the Feywild before. And what's the city we're going to? Merkendraw?
Not a city, it's a swamp.
Swamp?
I hate swamps.
Look, the definition of a city is left to its people. I would like to make a history check about Merkendraw. If that is permissible.
That's scary.
It is actually technically permissible.
Said with the tone of, but I wish it wasn't.
It's not. I most of the time when it comes to certain things, you are limited by the history that you can roll. This will not be a memory you will be receiving.
Okay.
There is reasons as to, and Sherby knows why.
Just as a heads up, anybody who is within 10 feet of me cannot be frightened.
Word.
So I don't know if they would be freaking out as much about the eyes.
It's not the actual frightened condition.
Okay,
It is just your emotional state.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
Bless
already got
my
an advantage
bonus on
against
this.
that, and I'm
It's a
freaking out.
16.
16, you know as much from stories, even from your world.
Okay.
And that is as much as you already know that the Merkendraw is the realm of the Baba Yaga, the queen and mother of all hags.
Okay.
I have a question for you, Harold.
Yep.
Your friend, benefactor, did you see
Oscar.
them, Oscar, did you see them in the courtroom back in Evermeet?
Them? No. But they tend to just kind of be where I am most of the time. I'm like a constant play happening for them.
Hey, Oscar.
Wait, where? We just need to know which direction the swamp is, right?
Just let me walk out in front.
No,
We'll
no.
find a swamp.
No, I pop radiant form and fly straight up.
Okay.
This is the Feywild.
Okay.
The tree line is going to
Why are you looking me dead in the eyes and saying okay without a smile on your face?
Okay.
You should know
I
why.
will say that as you look up to do this, you do not see a sky as it is complete over canopy of
Yeah.
trees.
Oh, well,
It's
that won't
just
work
gonna-
then. Never mind.
Yeah. Let's let Harold lead since he's
Yeah.
the one who got the information.
I will remind you all that you did do a history check on the Kaliak last session and got some information. I believe both Petunia and Shervy knew this,
Yep.
and you know that this wood was once, or the archfey that lives here, who is known as Daylily, was once a dryad whose many children in the material realm were cut down by a woodsman.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And with that they cursed the axe to, no matter what, would break and sever a limb until there was nothing but the vengeance, as he turned to the god of invention, Gond, and has now said that his mechanical form roams this forest looking for the archfey who cursed him.
I.e., big bestie tree here.
In the distance, but yes. Yes, you
I
were
was
saying-
going to say then, perhaps we should maybe make our way to the big tree that you had seen. That the one that we say what seems like the best option, at least for now. It's the biggest location, and perhaps Harold can use that as a waypoint.
Makes sense.
Sure, I'm so
Wait, how much have we seen
good
the
at
tree?
this.
Have I seen the tree?
So there is this forest of rainbow eucalyptus style trees. If you want to Google that, that's what they modeled after.
Oh,
but
I
there's
know. I love that.
there's this knotwork of trees that's very similar to size as the Tree of Souls, which means you're walking closer back to that realm instead of. So maybe
the tree that supposedly we need
thought-
as a.
so the
one tree that
the
is-
Tree of Infinity, the Infinity Tree,
Uh-huh.
is the mirror of the Tree of Souls.
Okay, so that's like checkpoint.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if
Just
if anything, what is your wisdom's your druid? Your wisdom would know that it would be the opposite direction of which way you need to head, because that's basically would not it's not yeah.
I'm making sure to establish a mental checkpoint since I still have transport via plants available. In case we need to get out of Dodge fast, making sure that I have a waypoint.
Okay.
That, or rather, shall I say, because it's the Feywild, a reliable waypoint.
But
Okay, so walk in the opposite direction, following Harold.
and as you all begin to walk forward, Karina and Harold instantly you fall on your face. Just
Okay.
Oh, are you okay?
your foot somehow just got stuck in a root. You step back up. Nothing
I
seems to
checked
be.
to make sure I didn't damage the root.
I'm gonna clean them both, or one of them, and
Why
allow
does this
someone else.
keep happening to me?
It's okay.
But you get back up and you continue walking.
No, I
Doesn't-
don't. I checked the root.
Yeah.
I make
Oh.
sure I didn't damage the root.
Oh, the root seems to be a hardy root. It does not seem to be damaged.
I will kneel down and I'll pat the tree twice and be like, "I'm sorry about that," and then I'll get back up and keep walking.
And as you do that, you see the root relax down into the ground.
Okay. This ain't my first rodeo in the Feywild.
Is that noticeable for the rest of us?
Oh yes,
Okay.
everybody definitely saw that. That was not an emotional response from them, from you all. That is maybe an emotional response from the forest.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
I see.
And then, if I can, I think Shorvi would start initially starting off just going, "Oh, you guys are so pretty. I find it's so. I love your bark and your leaves," and then starts maybe perhaps singing to them as they start walking.
Like a scene from a movie about a cat and some poppies.
Yeah.
The forest almost seems to just usher you along ever so happily.
Those.
Wait, what?
Puss in Boots?
Oh, I'm
Oh, it's so
great.
Good. So good.
But you're unsure if it's a breeze or if it is the brush that's swaying with your music. You can see also the trees kind of just swaying back and forth as you go. But
This is my favorite plane of existence, other than the material one.
you noticed that V's movement is slowed a little bit. And you see that Shervy, Vinley, and Satia's is not. And then Harold, Petunia, and Karina, you just constantly see those shadows. And it's not like this approaching doom that's constantly, but just at the peripheral of your vision, somewhere off in a little bit deeper shadows.
I think.
Actually, real quick, I want to insight check Petunia, since... Because Karina's realized she's walking with a couple. And that's a 22 insight that she's gonna just... Because Petunia was having all them love feelings. And she's just gonna drop back a few steps and let them walk together.
Okay.
Aww.
Karina successfully read the room.
So she turns around. Karina, that's not safe to fall back so much.
Oh no, it's fine. You lovely kids, go ahead.
I'm gonna lock my arm in Karina's arm.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
I
more like
slipped
this.
my hand into Shervy's.
Now she's trying to play with mine.
Oh, that's right, you're playing.
No,
I
no
don't
worries.
slip my- okay.
She manages it after a while. She's make a simpler
I hold
tune.
her upper arm.
Sherry starts playing one-handed,
Just gifted
shrugging her
as
shoulder
hell.
for the...
As you, there's a brief pause, and then instantly, just as if nothing happened. She's still playing the same tune, except now, like you said, Like instead of using that arm, it's now more of a shoulder or maybe a different part of her body swaying a little to make the rhythm.
You are amazing.
I mean, it's that party trick.
If you say so.
Yeah, I will say, Karina, as you have that feeling of like, oh, I understand I can see what's happening there, and little shift in your own emotion, the shadows dim down just a bit, and you have a slight glow about you.
And I'm also gonna offer
we're
my
getting
hand
to a better part, I think.
Absolutely.
So you can,
Yeah, I'm gonna offer my arm or hand to V as well.
We are off to see the hag, the horrible hag of the Feywild.
Exactly.
So need everybody to make a survival check.
Ooh, all right.
It's bad when they ask everyone to do it.
Everybody.
Oh, hey, I'm good at that.
Oh,
Like someone is.
I am bad at that. Baby. All right, let's
She was
see.
on the other foot, and it's now I with the big numbers.
That was
shoes on the other foot now.
10.
At least they're still on.
Okay. Okay.
18.
Not bad.
Karina?
28.
Work.
Jesus.
Druid's gonna druid.
Drew's
Seisha?
gonna druid.
A devout 12.
That's how you know we're in the Feywild. I'm getting almost 30 and Seisha's getting low.
V.
Yeah. 17.
Work.
Petunia?
I got a natural 20 for a 23.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All those dissertations, baby.
Harold?
18.
Twins.
So we're just kind of occasionally wandering off the path, and someone's like, guys.
With 4 failures and 3 passes,
Oh God.
a day passes.
Oh.
You do not see an hour or like light change, and you are unsure of how long you've been traveling, but you feel the fatigue of a day.
I was about to say, point of exhaustion.
Not a point of exhaustion
Okay.
unless you want to keep pushing.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
But at the you get to a point
we
where
realize we should stop and make camp.
if you so wish.
Okay.
So at this point, Shirley, as their day has progressed, started out fantastic. She thinks, oh, the trees, everything is blowing in our direction, things are going great. And then the fact that she can't tell time, she doesn't know how much progress we've made, rather than the balanced feeling of, oh, things will be fine, it's just maybe taking some time, it has now pendulumed the other direction of doom and gloom. Everything is terrible. We are lost. We are nowhere near our goal.
I hold my shield up.
She's like, this is all her fault. She
the
can't
music
wait.
goes from a jaunty, happy tune to this just sad, somber,
God, how am I sure?
and just
I'm sorry, I can't play. And then, like, as she's trying to play, things are not on the right note. It just doesn't feel right anymore. I can't do anything right. I'm sorry.
It's
I
okay.
know.
We're gonna get through this.
Oh,
it's
sure,
okay.
Not a cloud now.
I think I understand the clouds now.
I start singing a little tune to Shirley, just softly as we're walking.
That's fine. It may or may not affect Shirley, but
It is from the Nymph book.
that's funny.
Why is it funny?
Just one.
Surrounded by
God,
dryads.
Seisha is
No one has
playing
told
with
her
fire. Anyways,
You know we're here walking away from a dryad in her forest, and you're singing about nymphs.
I asked what we should know.
do you all want to push on, or do you want to try and find somewhere to?
We should probably stop for the night. Whatever.
Okay. I'm sorry, it's all my
No,
fault.
Shirley, no. It's not your fault. If anything, you've made today better.
I'll do my best. But I can try one thing, hopefully if I'm going to stop for the night, but I don't know if it'll help, but okay. And she pulls out a small little crystal bead, and she's going to cast Blayman's Tiny Hut.
Yeah.
As I see what's about to happen, I'm like, hey, Grass, is it okay if we set up camp right here?
Before you do that,
Yes.
I will say with your massive perception.
27 passive. Yeah.
Yep. There's something you notice that looks like a flicker of light. At first, you're unsure if it was a firefly or something like that, or some other, maybe a more golden aura of a will-o-wisp or something, but something up ahead kind of has that soft flicker.
Let's press on just a little further. There's something up there.
Where?
Okay, look, see the second tree on the left. Look between it and the third tree.
And as she points it out, you all see the smallest mote of glowing light. You're unsure as to what it is from the distance that you are. It is definitely traversable, or at least you think it is, from what you are typically used to traversing.
But we can see where it is from where we
Yes.
are currently.
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't
Might
be opposed to
try.
going to check it
That's
out.
different.
Yeah.
What's 30 more minutes of walking?
As soon as she receives that, and it's like now a point of location, it turns into a feeling of elated wonder.
Aww.
She is swinging and pendulum like crazy,
Mood.
as is what the boon has given her.
Yes. And do that.
It's so pretty! Oh my god!
Ring cloud, ring cloud, glow. Yeah.
Sherby is just me unmedicated.
And then as you push forward and get closer and closer, are you all doing anything?
I can call out. I speak Sylvan.
Okay.
So in Sylvan, when we get closer to it, assuming it's not moving away from us, I'll be like, hello.
As you get close enough to possibly speak out, I will say, with everyone's passive perceptions picks up a small fire pit with a small steel metal pot of water bubbling over the flames. It rests beside, and a frying pan that holds melted butter rests on a nearby rock. A single fairly big unsliced mushroom sits adjacent to the frying pan before wind picks up and rolls the mushroom into the butter. The thought of a nice mushroom broth soup after a long day causes your mouth to water. You get a small whiff of the scent on the breeze.
That smells...
Anybody want mushroom soup for dinner? And I hold up the bag of bounty.
I don't want to eat anything while we're here.
And there are no creatures.
You
or
can make
anything.
perception check.
Yeah.
Would it make a
Yeah,
difference
difference belongs
if?
to us, but there could be someone else here.
But would it make a difference if we eat food from our plane?
I don't trust that this place hasn't changed it.
I don't know anything.
You can't not
about
eat,
this.
right?
I always heard bedtime stories. You eat something here, you stay here forever.
I mean, when I was in the Feywild, when I was with the Queen, I remember there were nights where I would wake up suddenly and my body, unknowingst to me, without my knowledge or permission, would suddenly change, and I would find weird little antlers or hands. It was a very strange time and confusing time. I just know that being in the Feywild long enough, things can get affected. I don't know if that has happened to any of you, all of you.
I feel
Have
like
you felt any different?
I feel like Gariel may not like me with antlers.
I don't know. You could be cool. You have a smoky eye.
That's true.
24. Yeah.
A smoky eye.
I figure Gariel's forgiven a lot. Antlers might be the least of your worries.
Vinley, as you look closer, you notice the big mushroom didn't just roll into the butter from the breeze, but it is actually moving and actively rolling itself into the butter. And you are unsure if something has caused you to hallucinate. Very well
likely.
But the mushroom looks to have like a tiny blissful face.
I don't think we should be watching this. I think this
No, I
is a
really don't want to
private-
eat it.
I think this is a private activity that this mushroom is doing.
When you say small campfire and small frying pan, are you saying like pixie size small?
Not
Okay.
we, but also like
Like not a
The mushroom
bonfire.
is literally just
A-
cooking itself. It's
I
a
was
mushroom
like a
stick.
single person fire, not a campfire for you all.
I was
a
thinking
single person.
like those YouTube videos of the tiny kitchen.
Oh yeah, no.
cooking.
A single person's campfire, but you
Okay.
don't see any like bedrolls or anything like that. All you
That
see is this.
mushroom's having a time by himself.
Can I investigate for signs that somebody has been here recently?
This
Make a
feels like
survival
a
check.
This feels like a trap.
It's not investigation.
It is
No.
not.
It
While
feels
he
like
does
a
that,
trap.
I would like to pop my third eye.
Oh.
Okay.
What?
What do you? Which
How can you do that?
third eye are you using?
It's the
You have options.
yeah. The invisible.
Okay.
You do not currently see anything invisible.
Okay.
Of note. I will say that. Narratively, nothing important is invisible.
Can I cast detect magic?
Sure.
Yeah.
You can absolutely cast detect magic.
Do
I
whatever you want.
feel like I'm gonna waste a spell slot with that answer, but whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
Come on, cast, you little bastard.
That no, stop.
Did it cast? Oh, no, it
Accidentally
did
hit
once.
the-
Okay.
Hit the die.
I think I just cast it.
Yeah.
For a duration, you sense the presence of my. Yeah. So
Yep.
do I sense?
The many things on your allies around you glow with magic.
Ah!
Multiple items on their person.
Two
The forest around you has a slight glow. Just the
Okay.
plane itself is magical in nature. The
The fire, the pot, and the pan, all mundane.
Yep.
What about the mushroom?
It has a faint magical glow about it.
You know, it might just be trying to like replace its shaving cream. My friend Bob Sacamano, he actually covered himself in butter in order to shave, and then one day he went on his roof just trying to get a tan, and he sort of cooked himself a little bit.
Oh, I thought he greased himself up and slid off the roof. Just
No, he definitely cooked himself. It was a very hot day.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have an ability called Eye for Detail, which allows me to do a perception check to spot a hidden creature, object, or make an investigation check to uncover or decipher clues.
Okay, I'll give you investigation then instead of survival because of that.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
So investigation, that's a 30.
Jesus.
It's enough. You can stop there.
31.
There is definitely signs of larger footprints and movement through
But in order to get this information, you'll have to get
closer.
closer.
Yeah, you can't discern this from as far. Like to really look it in, you have
That
to.
mushroom's gonna be like, help me!
Mushrooms gonna
So
be like,
do you
"I
get
can't
close enough to
stop."
search for these footprints
do.
around? Okay, cool.
I do.
And
It's a magic mushroom.
as you get close, you do indeed see footprints, and they look to be about the size of Petunia or possibly Karina. It's hard to tell what they are because they're not bestial in form. They do look shoed.
Something's been here. Smaller in stature. Looks like they were wearing some sort of shoes.
Maybe it's the owner of the campsite.
you,
Maybe we can ask
talking
them.
in your head.
No, I'll say it out loud.
Okay, as soon as you say the first word,
Something.
the mushroom jumps and turns around.
Oh wow! Oh my goodness! Oh,
so sorry.
Oh, you almost gave me a panic attack, which it's real bad here because you'll literally be attacked by your panic. I thought you were a blink dog coming to eat me.
No.
Oh.
Oh my god, I'm in love with him. I'm about to adopt a
Oh,
mushroom.
there's more of you. Oh,
What have you done?
I say-
I'm
oh,
going
wait, are
to
you
adopt
in
a mushroom.
Okay. I say over the
This is my
telepathic bond.
child now.
They said don't give our names.
Oh, yeah. Is it hi?
oh my! Oh wow! There's hello! Oh, there's a lot of you here.
Oh, you're
Did you cover yourself
spectacular.
in butter in an effort to shave yourself?
Oh no! Oh, my friend Gort gave me this nice body lotion to work into my spores. Gotta get the lotion to do its magic and then just chill in a hot tub and relax.
Oh.
We're having a spa day. Just a couple of guys treating themselves before having a nice dinner.
But, my dear, he's going to eat you.
Are you?
Your
I
friend's
don't
gonna
know
eat
that.
you. I'm so sorry to be the one to tell you.
Make a persuasion or intimidation check, your
Maybe a
choice.
persuasion,
Oh,
right?
Okay.
With the
I'm
way
just
that you
surprised.
said it.
Yeah, with the way that you said it.
Could
Yeah.
I get an insight on this mushroom?
Sure.
Man?
Give me that. Yeah.
It's a 14. I already rolled it. I rolled
It's
it.
hard to read the facial body movements of a
19.
mushroom,
A 19.
but
Okay.
the overall way they're carrying themselves seems positive.
You say that, and initially there's that.
Oh no, that is my butt. He's...
I,
What? No, why would he do that? Oh, you're funny.
I haven't. What?
No.
Oh my god, I'm all tender and soft with a meaty, earthy, nutty taste. I would taste awful.
Would
You'd
you
be
like to
surprised. I've known a lot of people that eat mushrooms.
I cut my
I
hand.
pull a
Not
ladle,
me though.
I pull a ladle
do.
out of my bag and hold it toward the fire.
I eat
Wait.
mushrooms.
Would you like to get out?
All of a sudden, the mushroom is picked up and thrown into the boiling steel pot as it lets out a scream that sounds like steam being squeezed out of a
I
whistle.
used Mage Hand to try and pick him out.
I cast Featherfall.
So casting Featherfall and Mage Hand, you're easy enough to stop him from being dropped into the boiling pot. What do you do in this moment?
Well, you've got him. I'm gonna
Split
take the lantern,
second.
open it, and put some soil in it.
I grab the mushroom.
Yeah, you have the mushroom.
Oh,
I have it open.
I keep it in there and like.
I am looking for what
Hold
third
on,
hand.
what are you doing?
What are you doing?
It's okay. It's okay, buddy. We got you.
You're in my encampment.
Technically, I'm not in your encampment.
And in what you see,
Yeah, it is. Instead of the pale green, yellow, or even deep dark green color of most goblins you've seen, this one is emerald green with a slick shimmer to its skin, almost like a beetle. Its eyes are wide and orange, but most unsettling is the hundreds of round orbs that fill them like a fly's eye. His ears and nose are much longer than that of the prime material plane goblins. And he stands about a half a foot shorter. And as he says this, you notice that his teeth are not teeth, but are rusted nails.
a gnarled assortment of just jagged, rusty nails stuck into his mouth.
As soon as Shirley sees that, she gets freaked out.
The entire area around you goes dark. You start seeing the eyes continue.
Are they iron nails?
They are not iron nails.
Okay.
They are not.
Karina's just trying to protect the mushroom.
That's what I thought was my friend.
We are friends, Forble. We are friends.
Oh, then why were you?
Friends don't eat friends.
I'm not eating him. I was putting him in the bath. I thought you were trying to steal him.
Oh, mushrooms are friends, not food.
I am so confused right now.
Wait, okay, so Gork, you weren't gonna eat me?
Absolutely not.
Insight.
Inside.
Inside.
Natural 20.
Insight.
24.
That's a natural 1.
Buddy.
That was a natural one on my part too.
Buddy.
26.
Oh, God.
For an 8 total.
Even though he did fairly well, the natural 20, the 26, and I think it was a 20 something else.
Natural 20, 24.
But you hard to read. You believe him. Everybody else above the 20s. Oh, he's making a stew in this forest. Not only that, he has claimed that this is his campsite, where he has lit a fire in the forest of Kaliak.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hey, actually, we didn't come here to steal. I came to give you this. And
You actually hear as you're doing that.
Okay, I knew you weren't gonna do that, buddy. You're my best pal, man. We've been together for at least, what?
Are they harming you?
3-4 hours? I mean, that's enough in a lifetime of friendship.
You jarred him? You jarred the mushroom?
No,
not
he's in the
throwing his
lantern. He's
In the
sitting.
lantern.
Yes.
Yeah. With soil in it.
It looks like you're trying to steal him.
No, we're not. We're putting him someplace comfortable while we ascertain the situation to make sure everyone comes out of this to the best benefit of each of us.
There's a better mushroom that doesn't talk.
Underdark mushroom? Is that what it is? Oh God.
So a mushroom for a mushroom, a fair trade.
Absolutely.
A fair trade.
Well, this one doesn't talk.
Do you not think that a mushroom for a mushroom isn't a fair trade? I mean, I can't think of a fairer trade there is.
So you're saying this is a fair trade?
I over the telepathic bond. I thought we weren't trading with them or making deals or.
That was before we took his mushroom.
But it's its own mushroom.
It could be animated. And I say, I mean, this seems to be a magic mushroom, and this is also a magic mushroom.
And does Vinley truly believe it to be a fair trade?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
It has potentiality of doing something really good for him.
All right. And he'll take it and he'll throw it in the pot.
You actually
Hey, that's my bad. Excuse me.
I'm talking to the mushroom.
And listen here now. I am the one who was meant for that hot tub, not you.
No, it's no longer yours. They gave you it's a fair trade.
It's giving me the cold shoulder. You just ignoring me and acting like I'm not even here. I'm sitting here talking to you right now.
I think you should
Harold-
wait and
Harold is
watch
going
what.
to-
I think you should wait and watch what happens to the other mushroom before you get too upset.
Harold's gonna turn to this guy and he's gonna look down at the fire. And what do I see burning in there? Wood?
You see wood.
And I'm gonna look back up at him and I'm gonna be like, you said this is your camp, right?
Yeah.
And you made this fire?
Well, I guess it's now our camp.
Oh,
Nope.
no.
I move
no.
around behind you.
Sorry, we actually walked into here. We were going to set up camp elsewhere. But you do you. This is great. I don't want to be here.
Let's go start
Visiting this camp, we're just, passing.
Good God, it's a talking tree. Actually, there's a couple of those around here.
Yes, it is I, the talking tree.
Nice.
And I will change my cloak of many fashions to look like a bunch of leaves. But like in a poncho, like ghillie suit way. Not like an actual tree.
Okay, so you cut down this wood to make this fire is what you did.
I didn't cut it down. I just kind of found the wood around, used it, is not being used.
It was downed wood?
Yeah.
Did you ask permission? I'm starting to figure out how things work here.
How long have y'all been in the Feywild?
Long enough to see stuff.
Well,
My entire life.
That's okay, buddy.
I love
This might be
him.
my favorite NPC
How long
you've ever
has your
played.
Guess
life
what?
been
He's
so
adopted
far?
now. Hope you like that voice.
hold on. V, what did you say?
How long has your entire life been so far to the mushroom?
I mean,
11 days.
as
I almost said that either.
4 hours is a lifetime.
That'd help you if you say 11 days.
I have lived long enough to know that I am one fun guy. Okay, so
No.
You really
So
seem
11,
like it.
so roughly
And
11
that was funny.
days.
And Vinley, I saw you make a roll. Was the
Insight on this goblin when he said, no, I didn't chop down the trees.
okay.
23.
23? Did not chop down the tree, but definitely skirted around the second question, which was, did you ask permission for this wood? He goes, all right, just so you know, like days and nights don't really happen here, and I'm gonna give this one. If y'all just want to sit, it's been a while since I've had some company, so if you actually entertain me with some company for a little while, I'll give you some information, something that might help you along in your journey.
Wait, that's a deal. Aren't we not supposed to do that?
You're a
That's how
smart one,
everything
but
works here.
the trade is you give me company and entertainment.
That's still a deal.
Yeah, but I'm telling you,
Oh,
that
We're
you're
gonna have to
that
expand the
bored? You need
terms.
friends?
If we give you company, for the duration of the time it takes to eat a meal, then you will provide us beneficial information.
Are you offering us hospitality?
Are you bartering for friendship?
I am offering you hospitality. Are you refusing my offer?
No.
No, I'm clarifying the terms of the offer.
I have to pee. And Vinley turns on a heel and walks for a little bit and goes behind a tree and waits until this conversation is over because I don't want to do it right now. But I have a plan.
God. I mean, if you can make the eyes go away.
Oh, the VoDs.
The what?
What?
Oh yeah, you gotta look out for those.
I mean, they're looking at me. I'm not really looking after
Yeah, they
them.
do that.
Okay.
It's okay. Hey,
How do I get them off me?
Can you sing? Can you sing that song that you sang in the audience chamber?
No, you gotta sing the woad song.
Oh, it's the
What's
wood
the woad
song.
I swear to God.
It's how much wood would a wood if a wood.
Oh, okay.
How
Okay. I
much
can...
would
not really
would if it would.
I thought it was the song that went like, "Woad, woad, it's magic, you know."
I like that. That's a pretty good
Okay.
beat.
With,
Don't think
I
so.
mean, I got a pal who's a beat, and it's not like that, but you know.
Oh,
Harold,
has he dropped one?
Harold, can you sing this with me? I need the help, please.
Okay, yeah, I'm down.
You did
Look,
this.
I think that what he's
I'm also
offering.
just I'm gonna reach in my bag and get a dead flower and crush it up to feed the mushroom man in his little lantern home right now.
Mushroom.
I think what he's offering.
Can you grab my bag? It's over there, next to the fire.
Yeah.
And you see there is a tiny little leather
Yeah, I'm
satchel.
just gonna keep him away from it and
I just
pick it
want a
up. Put it in
picture of
for-
someone drawing this mushroom man running around with a little tiny backpack, like a little.
Give me until
child.
next week. Let me adopt this creature. I will make a mushroom and a lantern.
He'll put it over. Sprinkle it in. Thank you.
I pull out the bag of bounty and begin pulling out dishes. And it is a wealthy meal we are eating this evening.
That smells delicious.
Ooh, love that.
So we sang the song.
Yeah,
there
okay,
any mushrooms in it?
you sing the VoDs song.
Do we need to make a performance check?
Please make a performance check.
Love this.
Oh my lordy.
Why haven't we come to the Feywild sooner?
Pure chaos.
I keep doing it with tequila. It's pretty fun.
29.
17.
This is what, my
17,
third or fourth trip?
What?
He rolled a 2. And a 29.
29.
Okay.
Look at the group chat.
Harold's just as baffled by the mushroom as Ethan is.
Yes.
KP does not have pictures, but we'll send it to you later. How does this song make you feel? Are you playing it out of nervousness in hopes that the scary stuff will go away, or does the song actually bring some levity to Shervy?
I think it's the latter or the former.
Former, yeah.
She's trying to get those eyes away. She's in the presence of something that she initially was very startled by and looked very scary to her. But I think with his demeanor now not like being, I think Shervy was raised and also through her experiences traveling has learned not to always judge a book by its cover, that people don't look the way they actually act, and vice versa. So I think she starts remembering that. So that helps her calm down, like her words from her mother and everything as she's singing this song.
As you're singing the emotional state, and what is your although your emotional state does not change, you see that there were two sets of eyes, two different colors, kind of. And you see the yellow motes that could have easily been fireflies as well, something very similar to how this fire looked far away. You see all of the yellow ones kind of fade away a little bit further away from your vision.
Okay.
But the other ones still remain.
Okay.
And I think they were trying to show you, but
I told you. Give me until.
so
That's exactly what I
Let me adopt it. I'll build it.
so a song, food offered, and accompaniment for information. Where are you headed?
To the swamp.
Well,
The lovely Lady Swamp. I'm not there.
I think we should ask. Maybe he's the only choice we really have of really knowing where they are.
That's why I said to the swamp.
Oh, okay. I thought you just meant any swamp, but
And like a sinister grin creeps across his face, and you see those teeth, snaggle tooth that are just nails.
Like an anglerfish.
Sort of, yeah.
Please no.
No,
Like a
thank
guard.
you.
No.
And he goes, which swamp?
I think you already know the answer to that.
the one with the.
That's why I said what
the,
I said.
The scary one.
Merkendor.
Merkendraw. It's the
Draw.
witch swamp, which is why I said which. Man, you mortals are very slow.
Oh, not witch swamp.
I don't-
It's the way she looks at everyone.
Okay.
She goes, they meant like the W. It's the WIT, not the WA. That's funny. I like that's
Paladins
funny.
have a hard time with colloquialisms.
As soon as the wordplay happens, Shorby just lights up because she loves these sort of things.
V also lights up.
Yeah.
Cloud stops fully, and V's aglow.
All right. So
In the lantern.
Yeah.
you're in the forest of Oberon and the hunt. You gotta watch out, cause the night's green here, but not right now. But maybe so. Maybe you're being hunted as we speak.
That would be on brand, yeah.
Oh, so you know about the Great Hunt.
What?
No, we just go through life being hunted by things.
Okay.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like my my grandpappy always said, shiitake happens.
I like you.
You're fantastic. I hope you know you're my son now.
So
You have been
Oberon,
adopted.
Oberon and the Summer Queen's prize night is known as the Green Night. But if you're headed towards the Merkendraw, you got some rough nights ahead of you.
Meh.
Which ones?
The bright day night, the night of the red sun. You know, sometimes a red sun comes out at night. It's fucking weird. Don't ask me. I don't rule it. But yeah,
Are those 2 nights or 1?
that's 2.
Okay.
And the last is you got the Black Knight. Wait, hold on. There's one more. I forgot one more. And this one's actually a good guy.
Insight.
Because I saw he did this number when he said good guy.
We'll take your passive. insight
Oh,
on
okay.
this. And I mean, he's
Okay.
Yeah.
he,
But he's waiting. Like it seems like a setup. Like this one's a good guy, and he's waiting for.
I look at Harold.
How
Is
good was he?
Is this something? What is he?
He's known as the Good Knight.
Oh,
Night, night, boom! And with the magical burst of energy, he casts sleep at 9th level.
Oh my god. That's incredible that I'm not there then.
Harold, you instantly pass.
Yep.
you're immune to being put
Oh,
to
yeah.
sleep. So are
Damn
you.
it.
I don't think Shorby has any of the sleeping through stuff. So
What does that say?
There's no save.
There is no save for sleep.
No save. All right. So
I
Oh,
do
that's
just
right.
close the lantern
just
and,
sleep?
and curl my
So just so-
mushroom
can I
son to me.
counterspell?
it is not a spell. It is a spell like it's a spell like a ability, but it is mimics sleep at 9th level.
I thought it was
the
gonna be Tasha's
the
hidden
best
weapon.
punchline,
Oh
and
my gosh.
as he punches this into the air, causing sleep cast at 9th level, which, just so everybody knows, that's 21d8.
Oh.
So we're gonna roll
hit points.
roll
just
some
gonna
D&D
roll this
Beyond real
here.
quick. It is not damage. So the way sleep
So,
works,
yeah, it'll start at the lowest hit point total and
Okay.
work its way up off of that. So I love that you think you're the lowest.
Yeah.
you guys are actually all pretty even,
Yeah.
except for V.
And
Yeah.
that one.
No, you're
No,
pretty
I'm
close.
3 hit points higher than Shurvi and 2 higher than you?
You're only 114?
Oh no, I'm 118.
I'm 112.
I'm 115.
Work.
I think
How are you in armor and still so low?
because I'm a bad paladin.
What the hell? I'm a bard.
I have a couple levels of rogue.
Look, I have Dayman and Nightman ringing in
Oh my
my
God.
ears
All
right now.
So that is 99 hit points of total, and I
The mushroom goes out first.
yep.
No.
So
yeah.
that is now 98.
Oh
Close.
no.
Hold him
As,
to
it,
me.
as he's like,
I get
Shoving him into my armor.
Petunia, what is your
Yep.
current
what hit points?
Idiot.
And you watch Petunia just, boom, just completely knocked out. And he goes, it's actually good information, and it is gone.
Can we
go
before he
that
goes?
happens,
Hold on.
Before he fucking goes.
Did he cast a spell to disappear like that?
did not cast a spell.
But
Wait, hold up. I have 4 cities. Nope. Nope, I can't do that whole. I have hold monster. I have hold monster.
That is possible. That is possible. What is your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is that, but it and yeah, DC is 19.
19. And what is the save on that?
Attack save 19. Wisdom save up a 19.
Wisdom. That's it.
Wisdom. Okay. And in mid, like, just arcane magic, but weird
Natural Fey
abilities, yeah.
Fey step.
Yeah. You catch him and he's like, yeah.
You broke
Harold
us.
is going.
That's me.
Harold's going to immediately kind of set her down gently. He pulls the mask off his shoulder and pulls it over his face. He flicks his hat once. I'm going to use the hat.
Oh.
Oh.
What's the hat?
The finest bucket in the gaff.
If it's high, it's persuasion, and if it's low, it's intimidation.
Yeah, high road or low road.
He broke hospitality.
That's
It's
what I was about to
11.
say.
Yeah.
Did anybody get hurt?
Petunia landed on the ground, may have bumped her head.
She landed on me.
Oh, well, why
Oh, and
why
you
did
might
you
have the
undermine?
spiky things, jewelry, things get caught.
So what was your...
I got 11, which makes it intimidation.
Okay.
Well,
And I'm going to stick true. I'm not going to hurt him. I'm rolling intimidation with advantage. 34. As Harold leans forward and the emotionless grinning mask gets an inch from his face, Harold will take a handful of whatever clothes he's wearing and just speak through a grin. What the fuck was that, you little bitch?
And you see in the flicker of the firelight, there is a wet stain. That
of course.
34.
34, he pisses himself.
But he does not respond.
He
He doesn't even move.
He can't respond.
No,
He's
yeah,
held.
it must.
That's
Paralyzed,
okay.
yeah.
He's getting the message. When you invite us to a meal, you better think twice before you mess with any of us, especially her. So if I see you again, don't consider any sort of hospitality from me. The teeth you have could burn through those gums before you even think twice. So don't ever mess with her. And I shove him away.
I mean,
And
he
I pull
doesn't
the mask
move.
back off. You can go now.
Still doesn't move.
Okay. I think we should all just calm down. That was not nice. If I let you go, will you stay and explain yourself and not break your rule of hospitality? Because I think you kind of broke your rule of hospitality and hurt our friends. She kind of fell on the ground. She could have been severely hurt.
He fell on me.
But you have buttons on your clothes, and that could have hit her eye.
Luckily, she missed them all.
Help me help you, guy. Help me help you.
I want to believe that voice came out of Sherry. Sherry just right like, help me, help me.
Yeah. Vocal cords change.
Bro, help me help you, man.
Bruh. Come on, bruh.
Bring them right
I
back.
think he's
Anyway.
got the picture. I think you can let him go.
Are you sure? Okay.
And you actually, like, as he's there, you kind of hear that just like when you're paralyzed, you can't move.
Oil can.
And I let go of Hold Monster.
Okay.
Oh no! Before I do, as I do, I look at him like, can you blink? Can you blink your
He
eyes?
said
Okay.
behind you.
And do you let go of Hold Monster?
Yeah.
Okay. He goes, it was a joke. You're a hard crowd. I'm out of here. And he's going to try and, like, book her away.
I let him go. Yeah, I don't stop him.
Great to see you, Alex Prideman.
But
I guess I come walking back now.
by actual rules of hospitality, what is not an aggressive action as a way to hurt people, it was a joke.
Okay. And with the hold monster didn't hurt him either. So
No,
it was,
no, it was a paralyzed. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's nothing like
I don't
that.
feel like I hurt anything but his pride.
And then
And
Harold,
his pants.
there is a solid grip around your mechanical leg as you are.
Wait, Harold's had a mechanical leg this whole time?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. No, Averin took his leg and gave him
These
a
are
baby.
crucial things y'all never told me.
Harold had a baby arm leg for a while, and then we got him a mechanical leg.
Okay, totally.
Took his leg, Averin
Oh, that's right. Kevin took it, and
Correct.
Averin gave him the baby arm.
We're just gonna act like Korea's been real cool about it this whole time. Like she
Totally a
didn't even know it
normal
was
day.
there.
I haven't made
Yeah, we forget to mention that kind of stuff.
See, that just makes us so accepting, I think.
So where am I at this current
you're
moment?
walking up and I'm just like, the mushroom, he's asleep. Look at how cute he is
And
when
they're
he
like
sleeps.
figuring out graphs. They're making maps and shit. I'm about to get pulled into hell.
I see that and I'm like, Harold, just wake her up.
But Harold,
Can I
sorry.
accuse him of emotional damage?
You hold on. As this secession happens, he did try and say something through the paralyzed. As soon as he was let go, ran away. Harold,
Sounded
you
like
feel
behind
a
you.
grip around your mechanical leg.
I did
God.
call out that I thought he said behind you and turned to look.
Yeah.
Yep. And
And I've got
The
Mushroom
music
Sun
really
tucked
doesn't
away.
match
Yeah.
the movie.
sorry. My bad.
No, I just noticed it too.
Shroomy?
Shroomy.
Shroomy's tucked away in my bag.
Yeah,
seat.
you hear.
I love him.
Yes.
and you are like dragged away. You hit the ground and are dragged away. Like
Towards me.
No, not that one. Go. Do
But-
what you're doing. Yeah.
but like around like 60 feet away.
Oh, God.
That fast?
You're right.
Giving
Wait
me
a minute.
flashbacks.
I was standing near Harold. Can I get an attack of opportunity on whatever this was?
This is a surprise.
Just
Yeah,
to
it's a
do what you're
surprise
doing.
round.
Okay, then not 60, but 30 feet. And
Wait, if I understood him say behind you and turn to
Yeah.
look, does it count as surprise?
you would not be surprised.
So can I
With
take
my
an attack
passive?
of opportunity?
It's not. There is nothing to take an attack of opportunity
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Yeah, there's that.
You see a vine wrap around his leg and pull him
Okay.
into the woods.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Harold, you
We're
take
hooked.
6 points of damage as you are dragged across the forest floor.
This is like the cursed part of the high forest.
We need to work with Harold on his anger issues where Petunia's involved.
It's the
Oh yeah, and Harold's also glowing red.
Oh shit. And I run.
As he's dragged across this forest floor, you see motes of fire just.
Oh no.
That's his
As
anger.
you now have learned a new emotion, anger.
It's just the fucking, it's the fucking
Harold,
characters
calm
from
down.
Inside Out, just like
Harold's gonna
slamming
turn
controls in this
and
forest.
get ready to hellish rebuke, but then he sees it's a vine and stops.
And as Harold, as you turn to do this and you see this vine pull up, and you see this creature made of wood. and leaves and bark, but you can see that it's only from the mid-torso up, as the other half of it appears to be hacked and chopped away.
Oh.
That's why he went for the mechanical leg.
That's what I was trying to figure out when I walked away. I was trying to
As
talk to a
Shuri's
dryad.
running forward and she sees these motes of
what?
light, she starts casting fucking Christ.
Prestidigitation.
Thank you. To try and putting these motes of light out as she's going forward to prevent them from spreading further out.
Okay, you can
Or
get
at least
one small area around.
Someone help me! I don't think we should have this. And now she's in
I'm
full
gonna
panic
look
mode.
at this thing
chasing
that's
Harold.
holding me, and I'm gonna like cock my head slightly, and like the red dies down as the shadows come back over him, and Harold's gonna go, hi.
Pause before we go any further. You did step away.
There's no point now.
But go ahead and make a perception or investigation check.
Word.
What was the name of the second night he gave us?
I think that it was a joke. I don't think that that was actually beneficial
good night.
information.
Good night. That was
Yeah,
it.
that's the punchline of the sleep spell. 21. Yes.
Rough night was the one I missed.
Nope.
We'll get it to you in a
Hold
second.
that thought. Okay.
Okay.
Let us finish with this, and then I'll come back to that. Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So 21.
Yeah, for investigation.
You did not find Dryad. Not this one. You were looking for, as much as you know, standing trees. That's where a dryad should pull themselves from. However, in all of the holes and the shadows and but not like just natural shadows, like in the brushes, in where an owl would make a home, or where a tree has fallen, you see in the small like area underneath the fallen tree, naturally felled. You see not the anxiety creatures. You see little embers of yellow light that kind of look like fireflies, but there's 2 by 2 in every single section. That is what you found when looking for the dryad, and you see that they are all looking towards this area.
Hey, I came over here to ask a dryad, but I guess y'all will do. Do you want me to kill the man back there because he took your wood, or what's going on? Because he seems really shady.
Ray has not stopped role-playing snoring.
I know, I've been watching.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little
I'm
jealous.
starting to
I
wonder
could-
if she's actually
Ray's having the
asleep.
best time.
I didn't realize I could nap during D&D.
And you see where in one of the trees the broken hole of like the knot being ripped out. You see these lights kind of push forward, and the tree itself like comes forward like you would think a dryad would. And it kind of tilts its head, jerks a little bit, and then nods.
Perfect.
Oh, shit.
BFGs were killing the goblin over the telepathic bond before he leaves.
And then and then that is when Harold gets taken.
Word.
I'm gonna go get Harold. You take care of the goblin.
Got it.
And as you
Got
take
it.
off on that, and you go to chase after the goblin, we're gonna take a break.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Time
Because
flew.
Rhea has to pee.
Remember how you guys thought we were gonna get far tonight?
Yeah, I know.
Look,
You guys got to get some direction somehow.
I'm gonna make a mushroom sun prop. It's happening.
Yes,
He's
please.
with me forever
Yeah,
now.
oh my God,
remember-
Shroomy.
Use the code below to get your Idle Champions thing and hashtag Eldritch for your chance to win.
And we're back. Welcome to the Feywild.
Pure chaos. They spend a day dealing with their emotions, getting lost, coming across an adorable mushroom
Hello.
My child.
who was lathering himself with a nice body lotion, butter, getting ready
Sophia's
for
would
a,
be so proud.
a night jacuzzi and relaxation in a pot of boiling water, set up under a fire.
You gotta exfoliate.
That's very true.
Yeah, open the spores.
Yep. You gotta open the spores.
Open the gills so the spores can release.
Where there was a campfire for a singular person that they saw was of small stature. in a forest ruled by a dryad who wants to hunt people that use and steal from wood and take from the forest. And he gave some information about a couple of nights with a hilarious knockout joke talking about the good night, aka the night night.
Hilarious is doing a lot of heavy lifting there.
Yeah.
Look, Petunia laughed herself into a slumber. But after that confrontation was ended, with Harold getting a little heated to the point of literally setting the forest around him on fire, and Vinley wandering off to hopefully find a fey creature of this area.
And I did.
Found some forest spirits.
Eyes.
Yeah.
Just some eyes. I've never
That-
been uncomfortable by eyes.
But also a creature that looked to be made fully of wood, where the cavity of the tree, where the motes of eyes were inside,
they're wearing that like armor.
pulled itself from the tree. While Harold, his mechanical leg was wrapped up by a vine, and he was dragged across the earthen forest floor, where he then found the mutilated form of a dryad that had been hewn and felled by a blade. There is anger in their eyes as you now see them like crawling across the ground, their fingernails digging into the soil, getting closer and closer to you, Harold, very akin to Terminator.
With my 120 feet of movement, did I catch up to Harold?
You can, but let's go ahead and roll initiatives. We might not actually get fully into a fight, but we want to give everybody a turn. Where Vinley came running up with telepathic mind, saying, "We gotta kill this goblin-like creature."
EFGs kill the goblin.
Although it didn't quite really look like a goblin.
Yeah.
We knew who she meant.
What is it?
So as oh, are you? If you're ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have What you got?
I was just going to say, so as those two run off to help rescue Harold, and you're making tactical.
I'm not sure where I am in relation
Right.
to where he was pulled.
I think as Shirley's trying to put out the fire that has followed Harold on that path, does she see Petunia anywhere nearby?
Oh, Petunia is where Harold was, just kind of laid
Yeah.
out on the soft soil.
So as soon as Shirley sees that, she runs up to Petunia. Petunia, you gotta wake up! Hey!
And we can say for your action, whenever it is your turn, that you will be spending your action to
Yes.
wake her. So what did you get for your initiative?
Oh, I didn't roll for it, so I should do that.
Vinley.
20.
Okay.
21.
Karina.
15.
Seisha.
18.
Oh,
Word.
I put a scholar down first.
Yeah.
V.
19. Had to beat Seisha.
Yeah,
Harold.
That's fair.
26.
I think we all saw that coming.
Petunia. 10.
Oh, wow, I'm not last.
That actually,
That's funny.
that works out.
A snooze and 10.
But let me
snooze and
do
10.
this real quick.
You snooze, you lose.
The sprites come back for a second.
This is making me feel like you actually do snore, Ray.
He does
Because you're
not.
doing this so well for so long.
Yeah.
She has inspiration from someone who does.
Maybe, I would say, maybe Ethan's just a really deep sleeper and doesn't know.
But Harold, it is your turn first as you see this half form of a dryad kind of like dragging the broken end of a log, just kind of clawing closer and closer to you. You see these vines kind of whipping out, also helping drag its form towards you.
Okay. Well.
And
Does
as
it
it
look
does,
injured?
huh?
Does it look injured?
It looks felled. It looks like it was cut down on purpose.
I
It does
will attempt
And as it crawls closer, you cut me down.
I will cast Healing Word at max level on it, and then try a Persuasion.
Okay.
All right.
I'll heal it for 23 damage, and my Persuasion roll is a 25. And I'm going to say, as I cast this, the healing words I use are, "Worry not, friend, I would never cut down a tree, and certainly not one here in the Feywild, of which I am a patron of one of the Archfays here. I am a friend to all Fey, and most certainly respect the forest. One of my close friends in my party is a druid. I think you maybe have me mistaken for someone else."
Probably someone much uglier.
You would have been rolling with disadvantage.
Oh,
because
I can roll with disadvantage.
No. You would have been, but you healed it so heartedly. And you see that it doesn't, like, you do not cast the spell Regenerate, but there is a slower, like, confused look as they are, like, staring daggers at your leg, but look back at you as you say these words. Okay. Next, it is...
I will say that you are currently in a skill challenge.
Yep.
Good by me.
And that is 1 success.
All right. I'll take it.
Why did I prepare that?
It is Vinley's turn.
You do anything?
Yes. Where am I in relation to Harold being dragged?
Harold is currently 30 feet away.
From the
From the camp,
Okay.
which you were, like, running towards. So.
Cool. Did they follow me or stay back?
Oh, it melded back into the tree.
Work. When I get there, do I see him, like the Goblin Man?
Oh no, he's
No, he
not
teleported?
not anywhere near. That's not where. That's the goblin's not by Harold.
No,
But I'm in the clearing.
There is no clear. It's a forest.
Yeah.
There's a small...
Is she
I'm in the
campsite?
camp.
Yes,
Yeah,
I understand.
The goblin is not in the campsite.
Okay, thank
Wait,
you.
wait, wait.
So,
It's not a goblin, but the
Yeah.
goblin-like creature.
cool. So, let's see. I can see Harold. Can't see Goblin Man. Do you think it'd be worth doing a perception check to see if he's nearby? I think so. Can I make a perception check to see if I can find out where he is?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. 21.
You look around.
Work.
Don't see anything.
Then I will just start running towards Harold,
Okay.
screaming and so forth. What's going on?
And you see this form, like Harold on the ground. You see a vine wrapped around his leg. And this figure that was, like, slowly crawling and just kind of stopped. But you see half of a dryad pulled out of, like, the felled end of a tree.
And just to be clear, the perception was action, yes?
It can be bonus.
Word. Then am I within range of touching her?
You can be.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
You're going to cast Cure Wounds?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is her forest. I'm doing it at 3rd level. I don't know why I picked up a d20. Let's do 3d8. Much less. 8, 11, 14 points of healing.
Okay.
And I say, I'm here to help you kill the man who tried to kill you. I'm not trying to persuade her, just presenting information.
But in this action, with healing her and saying this, go ahead and make a persuasion roll.
I'm so sorry, Harold, if I undo your beautiful work.
I'm more worried that she's like, "Oh, cool. Yeah, he's right there. 1 second."
Chop him down.
3.
A total of a 3?
Yeah, I have a +0
Wait,
now.
Junior,
Do you want my 16?
I think that would be beneficial. Thank you. 16.
It's 16 plus whatever your persuasion is.
16.
Got it.
That is not a negative anymore.
Right. Oh my god, no, that's not true. It is a 17 because I have a 10 in charisma now. And
Wait,
a
that's a
stone of
plus
good
0,
luck.
isn't it?
And a stone of good luck, which
And a stone of good luck.
So, Shervy, it is your turn. You spend your action waking Petunia. And Petunia, you are awake, so you can take actions on your turn.
Mom, what good night?
Don't panic. Don't panic. And you see Strawberry clearly panicking. Don't panic. But,
What I do?
no, and then I just point to all the chaos that's happening. There's a pathway that's burning leading towards Harold. I said, don't panic.
Oh, that's amazing. V, it is your turn.
All right. So what do I see exactly?
So there's this small campsite surrounded by a bunch of trees. There's a small fire trail that leads towards Harold. Harold is on the ground. Vinley is like lurched over a log.
Yeah. Lurched is the perfect word.
Shervy is panically shaking Petunia, screaming, "Don't panic! Don't panic!"
All right. So Harold's on the ground. No one's he's passed out, or he's just on the ground.
He's just on the
So
ground.
I'm
He
here,
seems
you
to
saw
be.
me heal this thing. I'm talking to it.
Venley healed it too.
Right. Okay. Thought so because I know y'all were healing. Okay.
You don't
I
have
just
to
see
do
what's going on with Vinley. Because
Okay.
I don't see the goblin creature anywhere, right?
The goblin creature ran off, and then immediately Harold was attacked, and so it was this chaos. And then the forest
right
was
now
lit
I
on
feel
fire.
like I'm standing there, and there's all this chaos happening around me, and I just have the pizza what do I do?
Literal.
So, yeah, I'm holding a pizza now. No, I'm not holding a pizza. Okay, so I am unsure on what to do. I feel like, oh gosh.
It's okay if you do nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold. I'm just gonna rage just to just in case something happens.
I can't do
I'm
anything.
angry. I don't know why, but I'm angry. I'm just gonna be like she's just kind of imagine a stoic face, and she's kind of said everything, and then without her facial expression just changing, all of a sudden it's just flame,
flame on.
Literally, because when you rage, you get red hot.
Yeah.
And you start
So
to
it's
smolder.
All right.
And
So it's I start smoldering. I'm just sort of looking around all right. And then I ready an action if I feel like there's anything I can do to help. Because as of right now, I don't see anything. Nobody really needs to be
And you all see the area directly around V just start to slowly catch on fire.
Oh no! I start stomping out the fire.
And as you do it, you're spreading it more.
Rage stomping.
Rage stomping.
I start panicking, actually panicking, because I'm trying so hard to stop it, the fire.
The area around you grows darker and darker, and you start to see these menacing eyes in the shadows. Seisha, it's your turn.
I run up. Let's see. For my action, I want to help Harold up off the ground.
Okay.
Interacting with an object, I take out my water skein and start spraying V with it.
Okay.
To try to put out the...
Harold's 30 feet away, just so you know.
Right.
So you can do the water first.
I have movement and bonus action, which would get me 60 feet.
Okay, so you want to run back and forth, stand Harold back up, and then... Because V's still at the camp.
V's still in the camp. Yeah. I'll hit V
and
first.
I'm lighting it on fire.
I'll hit V first, just soak her down, and then run towards Harold.
Okay, and you can get him up.
That's all my stuff, yeah.
Yep. Help him up. It is currently the Dryad's turn, and looks towards the two people that have healed, and then down the lane of fire that is leading all the way directly and ends at Harold.
I know how this looks.
Yep.
Not to teacher do we have homework, but I ran near Harold as well.
Okay.
The second that he said behind you.
Yeah, you would have been able to run up.
We just haven't gotten to your...
Yeah, I was just making sure, like, if something's about to happen to people close to Harold, I'm there.
Yeah, it's still not fully persuaded.
It... Do this, and then I'll describe what happens.
Okay.
It's gonna, like, looks down, hears your words, and says, I'm here to kill what did this to you, and then immediately looks at Harold.
No, absolutely
and
not.
then reaches and grabs the metal leg.
Yeah.
And pulls.
And you're going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Just got him up.
So yeah, like rips the leg from you.
I'll
doesn't rip off, but like starts trying to rip.
I'll use cutting words to reduce the damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it hit, so you can also try to do that to reduce the hit as well.
Sure, but instead of it being shit talk, it's me trying to, like, convince it I'm a friend.
Okay.
And Harold's gonna say, well, I didn't realize that this fire would do all the things that it did. I certainly would never have gotten this angry if I thought it would have harmed this forest. I only want to be respectful. Okay, easy now, easy. And that's a 10.
Oh, that definitely misses.
You do not... Yeah, it's just like...
Yeah, it does.
Weakly just shaking your leg, like, hitting the metal.
Ow! Ka-dunk.
Why did you set it ablaze? It's just like...
I'm aware of that now, but I wouldn't have done it on purpose.
Does she have an emotional aura?
So fate creatures act a little differently. It's not like their emotions cause things. You are from a mortal prime plane. So.
I'm guessing insight is just turning up pissed.
What's your passive insight?
Passive insight is 23.
35.
It is...
Insight is 22.
There is anger, there's pain, there's confusion.
Okay.
Same.
Okay.
Or
Karina, it is your turn.
Okay. First, I'm gonna hold my hands up, just pure. Very sorry. We're new here. We did not understand that emotions do things. Some shit has happened. We're very angry at who did this to you, and apparently that makes fire. That's news to us. If you know a way to make it stop without not being angry, because we are very angry that someone did this to you, but we don't want to hurt you further by being angry and wanting to help you.
put it out.
And I will. I am going to cast. Hold on, what's the?
Strike.
No.
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 We're not fighting fire with fire.
It's a back blaze.
I'm going to cast Conjure Woodland Beings at 5th level.
That's something different.
To summon just 8 little water fae to run along and put it out. Because it summons fae creatures, and I can summon 8 with a challenge rating of 1/4 or lower, and I imagine little water things.
Let me... I love it. I just want to make sure there's something that we can flavor in that way. And then you said 1/4 or lower?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just essentially sending out little servants so that it doesn't look like we're making any moves, because they won't get angry and cause more fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do this, and you're not sure if it's where you are. Maybe you're getting closer to Merkendraw, you're not quite certain, but the water fae that you thought you were summoning is not water fae. In fact, it is this, like, this, how many was it? Eight? Eight, yeah. Just, like, almost like the ground starts to bubble and boil in, like, a tar-like thing.
And
Hexus from Fern Gully.
Yeah, and pops up, and there's this massively bulbous head, this giant underbite of these scraggly, like,
I love them.
just almost jagged, broken fingernail teeth, these yellow, beady eyes, and these hair-filled, pointed ears. Their arms extend down like an orangutan and drag across the ground as they also...
And one of them looks up.
Hello, my little beasties.
What we do for you, boss?
Oh my God, they're teamsters.
I love you. Oh, 100%.
And you see they are like just secreting this ichor.
Fantastic. Could you please help us put out all this fire that's happening here right now?
They look oily.
Oh, yeah, we're oily, but it's alright. It's boggle oil. It's not flammable.
Okay.
Thank
Is
you.
it possible for me to voluntarily end rage?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll say you did that when you went into full panic mode.
Okay.
Rage
I think
stopped.
Me panicking
Well,
made more fire.
Slimy Hoffa. I wouldn't have hosed her down.
Fire still would have been there.
Okay.
So you put out that fire.
Cool.
Slimy Hoffa, if you could just please.
Slimy Hoffa?
And then it looked like you wanted to say
I
something.
was wondering if I could make an Arcana check to see if boggle oil is flammable.
Sure.
God.
15.
15? As far as you know, you've never seen it be used in any type of alchemical formula for fire. Yep. Oh, I know.
Yeah. And you just, all of them literally just hop down on their butts and just start scooting across the fire.
The one like runs real quick, goes into a cannonball, and just and slips across the entire way.
Love
and-
it.
Yep.
All right, boys. It's slippery time, not sticky time.
And it's like
Would you say they slide like, I don't know, a greased
greasy
up
penguin?
penguin?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because, I don't know if you know this, but boggles have boggle oil, sticky oil, and slippery oil.
I did not know
I
that.
am in
Now you know.
love.
I learned my
And I
new
can
thing
keep them up for an hour.
oh
my God.
Yes.
We could do things with this when we get back to Waterdeep.
Oh my
I
goodness.
don't think so. Thank you all very much. Stick around. I might need some. You'll get paid for the full day.
Oh, sounds good, boss.
like puts a hand up and pulls it away, and there's these strings of.
Yep.
I'm obsessed with this. All my Fern Gully dreams come true with all of my experience with Teamsters.
Go ahead and make a persuasion roll since you actively put out the fire.
Okay. I'm gonna trust D&D Beyond on this one.
The silence.
Like,
Like,
now-
As it freezes my screen. Oh, there we go.
There it goes.
16. It's that physics engine of the dice roller.
yeah.
Yes.
And the Fae, the Dryad, holding on to Harold, you can see the vine that initially ensnared him still wrapped around his leg. If you are not the huntsman, why is your leg metal?
Oh my God,
Yeah.
you can't just go asking people why their leg is metal.
He lost it once.
That is
That's kind of the fashion now.
no. It's a very long story involving elder gods from other planes, a giant's baby's arm, and a really mean but hilarious god.
Trickster God.
And knowing that you're speaking the truth as a DM,
As ridiculous as that sounds, it is the truth.
and 3 successful skill challenges.
Nice.
The grip releases, and they kind of like roll themselves, so they're kind of like now sitting on the stump that they are cut from. We are currently out of initiative. Petunia, you're up if you wanted to do anything. There's no
probably-
combat that needs to happen.
No, I can't do that. But I would probably come over to you and make sure you're okay.
I look startled. I probably have the shadows and stuff around me again, but I'm like, got both hands raised, and I'm like, I'm really, really sorry. I will keep my temper under control from now on.
Harold, are you hurt? Are you okay? Do you need healing?
Petunia, you're awake.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Shervy.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Oh, Shervy.
Yeah. Yes.
It's
There's still one more fire.
Okay. I was about to say. Pops it down with the head.
You can either do that. You can also just take the pot and
Yeah.
turn it
I
over.
think like she immediately tips the cooking pot.
Yeah, and just over the campfire, the small campfire, and it steams.
My
And
jacuzzi.
Oh wait, let me get that mushroom. Put that back in my bag.
I was gonna boil in that. Sorry.
he's sleeping.
He's still snoozing.
Yep.
Yeah, he's snoozing. He's taking a nice nap in the dirt and
A dirt
compost.
nap.
Dirt nap.
taking
Yeah.
a
He's
dirt
taking a
nap.
dirt nap in the compost I made him.
Different meaning for mushrooms.
For sure. You see the frills go.
Wait. Oh, I've got to name him.
Why? What brings you here?
It also a very long story.
We are
I mean,
on
it can
our
be a pretty
way.
short story.
We are on our way to the Mercandraw.
You see they kind of sit further into the stump.
Are they speaking common?
Nope. They're speaking Elvish.
Work. Okay, good.
Yep.
I cannot understand.
Okay.
Don't worry.
You would have at least seen them point towards the fire, which
yeah.
it prompted you to put it out. And you all have telepathic bond up, therefore they can translate for you. Why are you in Daylilies Forest?
Well, we were sent here by someone extremely powerful, and they told us that it wasn't within their domain, so they got us the closest they could, and she said she knew Daylily.
We're here because of a
Yes.
favor of a friend.
Right.
She knows all of the Archfey within her domain.
I mean, knows as, like, friendly.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the vibe Vinley got.
Biblically.
That's hard to say amongst any Fae.
That's fair.
Yeah.
As much as, you know. Yeah, we were sent here because it's the closest possible place she could have sent us. And I'm rather happy that we stumbled across you.
You
so
can
sorry.
see like the hewn, like cut edges. There's a little bit like when you cut into wood and it leaves out for a while, it starts to dry. You start to see
Brittle.
you start to see it heal back, and there's like a wetness to it again. It looks the wood looks a lot more green. You can continue looking for that as she continues to talk.
I'm so sorry for what happened to you.
I have a funny idea, if you'll allow me while we talk. I'm going to slowly, carefully approach. I'm going to let my slime boys cling to my legs. I'm going to gently, slow enough where she has plenty of time to stop me.
You've just healed, all of you have healed her tremendously and put out a fire and explained the reasoning.
But she's still half a body right now.
Correct.
I am going to cast plant growth to restore her body.
That is dope.
Nice.
I just realized, wait.
How long does that take?
So I can do it temporarily for a few minutes, or I can chill with her for a while. It says all normal plants in a 100-foot radius become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through that's for combat. If I cast it over 8 hours, I enrich the land for 1 year.
Okay, but what is like the minimal casting time, or is it?
Oh, sorry. Minimal casting time is instantaneous.
Okay,
Oh shit.
got it.
One action.
I have never read
Yeah.
that part.
So you're just doing this as you continue to talk,
Yeah,
however
I'm
long
just-
that may be.
For what it can help, I'm still kind of a novice, but and
You start
give
to
her
see
back her legs.
You start to see where a branch would be like cut.
Yeah.
A new sproutling becomes growing out from that, and you are actively regenerating her currently. You are unsure if it is a permanent thing or how long it, or if there's anything she could do, but she continues and says, especially seeing this, and goes, "How can I aid you?"
We need to be able to get to Mercandraw in the most efficient and safest way possible.
And most respectful to your place.
I can. My tree has been cut down, but
Is there any way we can help grow it back?
I'm currently being tended to. But I don't know if it will be permanent enough for me to help guide you. I can ask one of my sisters.
I can, if you want, I can do this. And you can still hear the nervous racket in Shuri's voice. She's very nervous, and she's like slowly but jerkily approaching her. And then she takes the kazoo that's in her pocket and kind of just touches her stump with it. And casts heal at, let's see what level I want to cast it at. I can cast it starting at, I think 6th is when it starts. I can cast it up till 7th level.
Okay, I just want to make sure you know that.
Yeah.
If that, would Shuri feel like that would help?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check on dryads. And if you want to do it as well, you can.
13.
13?
22.
22. Okay, you see Shurvi start to begin this, and you know that when a dryad is cut from their tree, it is typically a death sentence.
Usually they are descended into madness.
Oh, okay.
And you get the sense that only through your healing magics has their mind even been able to recluse. But from what you can see, the slog that is bound to is all that is left of her tree.
Divine sense. Is she undead?
No.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna kind of stop you from casting that spell, and in your head, everyone's head, I'll basically relay. A dryad without a tree is like a leaf without a tree. It dies.
Can we bond her to another tree?
No.
I've seen my
They're
mother's,
born with them.
I've seen my mother's took this a dying sapling and cut it off of another tree and that bonded it and it grew back. Is that something we can maybe try
This
and
is
do?
what's happening now, but...
They're talking in their heads.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can't speak because she won't. I mean,
Just
understand, right?
That's fair if you guys are talking in your head.
Yeah.
I mean, Vinley said in your head. So.
Okay, I didn't hear.
Yeah.
For at least that first part. I don't know if they responded in their head, I assume.
I'm still focused on her, but just giving you like a.
Shuri
Wait.
gets sad. Rank.
I want to try something. It's going to be expensive.
Well, keep in mind she's not dead yet.
I know, but the tree is. And it's fake.
Not necessarily.
But
She's
it's a
just
tree.
cut from it.
You would know that the tree and the dryad are two separate things, but one and the same. Like, so.
But
It's worth a shot.
Symbiotic relationship.
I think I know what you're trying to do.
Revivify. I mean, it's the
Pretty
Feywild.
sure it says humanoid.
I don't know if it does, actually.
Specifically, yes.
Let me check.
I haven't had the spell in a very long time. Just double check.
Creature.
Okay, good. Then maybe cast it on her.
Creature.
Dryad.
I think if I try to cast it on her, it won't work because she is alive. But the tree's not. And if they're tied, then there's a spirit to the tree, right?
Right. But a tree isn't a creature. Is what I'm saying.
Even in the Feywild?
It was once heard, right?
It was a home. It was a safe,
Could I
safe
determine that?
place.
Arcana?
I said, could I figure out if that's even worth something in the Feywild, knowing my knowledge?
Oh yeah, go ahead and give me a the Arcana check, Petunia, with advantage because it is the Feywild, and that is your
Sweet.
realm of expertise.
It'd be a 27.
You would know that Revivify would do nothing, as it is a tree, is not a creature even in the Feywild. There are tree creatures in the Feywild, but every tree is not a creature as well.
Yeah.
And a Dryad's tree is a home, not, even though they are bound,
Right.
but it is not a...
House of rest.
Yeah, it is not a... the tree itself is not a lot. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. It's not a creature.
Yeah, she would relay that and be like, I'm sorry, Seisha, I don't think that would work.
This entire time, as these conversations are happening, you see Shuri go from cloud to sunshine possibility, and then cloud again.
Oh, baby.
Extreme emotions.
May I approach you?
You have healed me, so I see no reason why you should not.
I just want to, And Seisha walks over and just sits on the ground next to her. I just want to sit here with you.
I know my fate, and I thank you for your hospitality. As I said, I can get one of my sisters to show you the way.
It's very kind of you.
We would appreciate that.
Maybe
This-
with you tonight, so to spend the rest of your days with at least a little bit of your moment. Please?
I can stay with you.
And if that, as soon as I get that permission, now I'll cast Layman's tiny hut.
Okay.
Nice. Was this Daylily or is Daylily someone else?
Oh, someone.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure.
Daylily is
Okay.
the
This is,
Archfey.
yeah, this is just a Dryad,
Yeah.
Yeah, Daylily's in
not
the big tree.
the Dryad.
Would it be possible for you to have your sister help us tomorrow, because we are very tired?
What is tomorrow?
Okay.
Could you give
How
us about
about
8
in
hours?
about-
I will give you, if you need rest, you can rest.
That sounds perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
I cannot promise the wilds will not change you.
Yeah.
Change is exciting.
What would the tiny hut? Huh.
It's
So-
not a pocket dimension.
It's
What is it?
essentially
Yeah.
a range of 10 feet. So I think a
10-foot radius.
10-foot radius.
Yeah.
But can I?
We
Am
are
I allowed to
cozy
flavor
in
it to
here.
see how it comes? Okay, so what comes up, and no one else but Shuri would know this, is an exact replica of her original home. The hut that, like a caravan, actually, one of those moving large caravans that comes up and it just pops open as you guys are inside of this, what looks to be like a little tent-like top. You see string lights going all across it, like colorful string lights. You see a bunch of replicas of different musical instruments, like layered around. Some books that Shirley, when she was young, so that she saw. So it says blank books, but it looks very similar to the ones that her mother would have read to her on the side.
Yeah, nothing can be interacted with. It's all just almost like an illusion inside of
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
but it's
And-
homely.
And just like with Tiny Hut, you can look past all of these artifacts and see into the outside. What is the... And the outside, like looking in, looks like a caravan?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So if you're outside the hut, that's what it looks like. If you're inside, it has all of those descriptions, but you can see the world around
Yeah.
you. It is comfortable. It is as comfortable as it normal gets.
And as soon as that gets erected, Shuri swings the other way, and now she's happy again.
Would you like to hear a story?
Sure. What you don't have to go into the
Yeah,
story.
no,
but
Seisha tells her a story of a person who had an incredible capacity for strength and who devoted themselves to the protection of their home. And they were attacked one day. And the assailant nearly killed them and got away. And as she lay there in pain and alone, a group of people found her. And they stayed with her until she was ready to sleep, till it was time for her to rest. And then they went in search of the one who attacked her. And they brought that person to justice. And when they did, her home was safe once more for the people she loved.
Is there anything else anybody else is doing?
I have a couple questions for her. Just like a little bit later, after the story, obviously, Vinley comes up to her, sits down and says, well, in Sylvan, you know your fate. Would you want to tell me your name before you die?
Mm-hmm.
And she pulls out a little black book.
Aurora.
Karina perks up at that.
What shall I call you?
I've been called a lot, but you can call me.
It's good to meet you a lot.
No. Her face turns beet red. No. You can call me the Witch of Nessaquah.
Like pure confusion. A lot is your name. Witch of Nessaquah is your title.
Precisely. I also wanted to ask, is there by any chance a possibility that you have a seed that we could take and plant somewhere in the forest?
She begins to tell a story. And her story talks about a man, you know this story as it has already been told to you, who went to, and you hear a little bit more, went to craft something for someone he loved, but chose the wrong tree. And in this, he was cursed. And eventually became a monstrosity of what he once was, a construct, hell-bent on destruction, on vengeance, which is the exact same thing that the person that he was cursed by is doing. Two people seeking vengeance. She tells a tale of vengeance means you must dig two graves. In that story, there are followers on each side, and she tells you the story, a heartless story. And anybody that aids what she calls a tin man, their heart is removed. And a seed is planted in the heart and buried in the ground. And from that seed grows a WoD, a protective spirit.
And Vinley turns around.
And pointing out, you can now see, still watching over this caravan, are a bunch of those all the yellow eyes. Even if anxiety or not, you see these eyes peeking out.
I didn't realize that the Feywild could be so beautiful at the same time as being so scary.
I thought it was beautiful the whole time.
Hello, WoD.
Whoa.
WoD.
Whoa.
But Aurora will not sleep. I believe. Don't think they need to, but stays in your encampment, and you guys can take a rest.
Okay.
Long or short, homie?
Well.
I don't know what button to press.
I mean, I haven't really done anything, so I'm good with a short rest. Oh, wait, but then I could get exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a long rest.
Hold on. Before that,
Oh, we should set watch.
I'll do this in front of the board.
Oh.
High, it's long. Low, it's short.
That is a 0-0-0-0.
That means 100.
Oh!
Wow.
It don't get much longer than that.
Yeah.
Best
the
damn
reason
nap
why-
we've ever had.
Yep,
The reason why is time is a little different in the Feywild.
Yep. So you ever there's a story about a guy who fell asleep and then woke up.
100%. There,
Do a little bowling, little 10 pins.
and Petunia, you would know that falling asleep in the Feywild, although you've been warned that the Feywild can change you every time you do this, you have no idea, because time is so different here, how long you sleep. And there are tales of people never waking up.
So we should set watches.
But, I mean, she can watch over you, but this is just...
Yeah, I figured we were assuming Aurora was our watch.
Yeah, and you are being protected by the Dryad of this area.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm going to druid craft her a small flower as a thank you.
and like Karina, as you settle down, there's a
Oh, hello there, dear.
Oh yeah, hello. Is it your turn to rest?
Yes, it's my turn to rest.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I had a question for you, though.
Yes.
Do you have a name?
Of course I do. What
What
kind
is-
of mushroom would I be if I didn't have a name?
Oh, of course. What's your name, dear?
hold on, let me look at my notes.
The mushroom
I wasn't supposed to make it past the stew.
No, it's there. It says right there in bold name, and then next to it it says formal.
Formal?
Formal.
Bye-bye.
Forble.
Horrible.
A-L.
Yeah.
F-O-R-B-A-L.
Formal. Well, wonderful.
B-A-L?
Formal.
B-A-L.
Yeah, I'm a gold cap. It's the family name.
Wonderful.
Formal
That's
gold
probably
cap.
a scientist. That's probably a joke that Cat would get.
Formal gold cap. So, Formal,
Anyone who's taken mycology.
when we get to somewhere where we're able to relax a bit more, I want to help make your home in there a little nicer for you, so that you have a nice travel lodge.
My home?
Sure, if you want.
I've never had a home.
Well, you do now.
I'll get a home.
Oh, here you go. And I'm gonna put him some more dead flour in there for him to nibble on.
Oh, you keep that up. There's gonna be so much room in this heart for you.
Oh, there's so much room in my heart for you already.
Oh, that's
the
right.
new
It's
otter.
coming all along. You did this.
It's almost like
You can't kill things when you have a druid in the party.
Oh, don't challenge them.
So technically, we saved him.
But Harold, it looked like you wanted to say something. You were gonna-
No. I don't think so.
I guess you were
just go
talking
in the
to.
hut and sleep.
Okay. And
Me
too.
I do have something.
Okay.
I
I'm actually
almost
also gonna rip
forgot.
a little fabric to give Formal a little jacket.
yeah, jacket, no arms, just a cool shawl.
He's got a little wrap.
you want him to have clothes?
We'll work on it
I
later.
can make clothes for him.
Okay.
I am casting Find Familiar.
Okay.
yeah.
Oh.
Bring out your little brazier.
Yeah, and I bring out
Incense.
this little piece of a butterfly wing, and I throw it in as this one of very few remaining pieces of Savar to have left.
Got it. And just like all of your magic, I'm sure there's a little bit of Vinley blood and fused into it.
100%. It does not like ignite until my blood touches.
And as it ignites, there's this poof of the blue smoke. You're used to seeing Vinley kind of cover her accoutrement with, and it billows out like a bubbling fog, and then see it changes color. There's a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of green comes into it, and goes sucks back into the brazier. Yeah, and fluttering out is not a blue butterfly. At first, you see a pinkish skin and little pointed tips as a fluttering of ears comes out, and they're 2 pointed elf ears. And deep in the little upper nocule section are these 2 beady black eyes.
What the fuck?
Huh?
Can we
This
shout
is payback
out
for formal.
Yeah, of
shout
course.
out to the fluffy folio.
Yeah, because we saw that art during break and we're like, that's happening.
Oh yeah.
I grab the ears and I make eye contact with him. Savard?
And flutters just like you would know a yes. And you're unsure if something went wrong or if the Feywild tainted your magic or if it's
100%.
permanent.
Yeah, I think there's this like flash through emotions of like horrified into angry into extremely confused into like back into proud, because she's like,
That's kind of baller, actually.
I
She
did
went
it
through
again.
The full spectrum.
5 stages, all 5 stages.
She went through the 5 stages of grief in like 10 seconds.
Yeah. Everyone, this is Savard's new form in the Feywild, I guess, so get used to it. I have more undead to tend to.
That is not gonna happen.
As I disappear back into the hole.
But yes, you all get your long rest. However, I need everyone to roll.
No.
Percentile.
Yep.
Percentile.
Yeah, D100s.
It's in the.
Does that mean a hundo?
I do mean 100.
Yes, a hundo. Yes.
Yeah.
Or is it D20?
It's D20.
It's
Yeah.
D20. Sorry.
Unless
not
we
a
want to
D100.
use the other
Oh,
ones.
D20.
A roll D20?
Yeah, just a D20.
Oh, okay, just see.
Damn, I rolled so good.
I did too.
On
rolled
charts,
90.
there is no good.
There's only
19.
bad.
There's no good.
It's only chaos. What'd you say?
19.
19.
Oh dear.
We're rolling for what changed about us, I bet.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what we're doing.
Excited.
I just was reading.
Okay. You wake up and everyone is a lot taller than you remember them. And everyone,
I was
Shervy
already 4'1".
is 2'1".
Yeah, I actually. I want to do the D100. So remember what
Okay.
you rolled for D100.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remembered exactly.
I
what
remember.
I have it here.
I mean, that one's fine. Whoever got. If you want to do that one, that's good. but
If we're switching everyone, we gotta switch
this
everyone.
is better.
Okay.
Sorry, we
then
had
I
2
got a
lists and figure out.
63.
63?
Yeah, in the D100.
You got a 63 on a D20?
They're switching. No, I did it right. I'm doing it wrong. I'm sorry.
Wow,
I'm
I'm
a
just
bad
impressed.
person.
Not even upset.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It's not that one.
I'm just impressed. What was the deal with the Tin Man taking hearts? Whose hearts did he take? Anyone he came across?
No. The Dryads took the hearts.
Dryads.
Yeah, anybody who followed
The Tin Man's.
the huntsmen,
Okay.
their hearts got removed and replaced by a seed. And then they were buried, and then a wood came from that.
Wood, whoa.
You said 63?
Yes.
Wait, what about 63?
I
That's
got a
what
63.
KP rolled.
I rolled a 63.
Oh. That was the voice sort of went in and out. I apologize.
So, no worries. Maybe
Just
I'm
a
not-
heads up. I
Your-
think the storm's here.
Okay. I'm gonna change this a little bit. Your form shifts with your mood.
That is a double whammy.
Yes.
Karina's attraction is going to rapidly escalate.
What'd you get?
30.
30.
Like a hotel entry.
Amazing. Whenever you sneeze,
No.
just sparkling dust comes out.
Yes!
You sneeze glitter.
Oh man, I wish.
And
V,
she's
V, what'd you get?
She's affected by the pollen
Me?
right now.
Did you say me?
Yeah, V.
Yay, 67.
So close.
2 away from
I know. I almost lied.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just, everyone looks like an elf to you.
Oh, yep.
Hello, V.
They don't change in stature or size, but like their form looks more elven. They have the pointed ears. They have the sharp features, and they don't look half elven. They just look elven.
If you tell Karina, she's gonna be so pissed.
Never looked better.
Yeah.
Karina's gonna be
Cheekbones, baby.
pissed as
Harold.
hell.
Wait.
96.
Oh damn.
No, sorry. Say again. What were you saying, V?
96.
V is gonna ask if would V have a mirror on her, like a pocket?
Oh,
Of
V
course.
would absolutely have a mirror.
V looks at her own reflection.
You look like an elf.
She starts talking about her, thinking about maybe she needs some work done.
Ah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. She doesn't do that. But she's just sort of like, okay.
Yeah, same markings and everything. But...
This is okay. Harold.
96, you said.
Yeah, I got it. Mechanically, I gotta let you know this. You can no longer take a long rest unless you do something very specific. You feel you are very tied to Faye right now.
So, with him.
Yeah. You feel, as a Fae, you need a Fae circle to sleep.
Oh, God. Get that packet of mushrooms out.
That could
Does
be
anything physically change about me?
No. You just
Okay.
physically cannot sleep, take rests, unless you set up a Fae circle.
Yeah.
We
Long
should
rest, not short rest.
Long rest.
Forble to run in a circle, dropping spores. Let Harold go to sleep. Just pooping.
Just wait for those those little things to grow. It only takes about 2 weeks.
Petunia.
44.
44.
Add that up and you've got a scholarly 8.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Fabulous.
Whenever you talk to someone, your
no.
eyes shift to whatever the person's eyes you're talking to.
You have a conversation.
So you have to make eye contact, is essentially.
Oh no, I'm terrible at that.
So when you talk to Seisha, one of your eyes starts to smoke and mist.
And the other's gold.
Yep.
Perceivably to all of us?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I stand in front. I'm like, oh my God, Petunia, I've never noticed how beautiful your eyes are.
When you speak to Shervy, though, they're white.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, because changeling, so you don't have a natural eye color.
Yep. Karina.
Oh.
Yes, 55.
Her eyes are normally brown, so that's probably a very visual change.
Creepy detail.
Uh-oh. I don't like those faces.
He settled in, y'all.
Boy.
I'm so concerned.
How do you want to do that?
I think I got it.
Okay.
All right. In the midst of your long rest, you lose essentially a pound of flesh from you. It can be any part of your body, any aspect of it, but so a finger, a couple toes,
Not a pound.
That's not, yeah, a pound is
Finger's
not
not a
that
pound.
much.
yeah,
I mean,
so
even up, like skin cells?
something along those lines.
Wait, hold up.
It can be just thinner. It's up to you, but
Get rid
Yeah,
of
just thinner.
okay.
I have like
Not quite as stout of a dwarf.
Oh no, she's keeping the rack in the ass, but she's
Okay, got it. Yeah,
taking
so
it from
little
the middle.
more.
You
Get
just
that
remove
hourglass.
Yeah.
Just remove the
Yeah,
bottom
get an
two
hourglass.
ribs.
Yes, now you got that. You got that. The Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
Word.
Feel
Oh my
going, or-
God.
Her sleep is like, oh no,
Karina.
Shuri's really pretty.
God, that would be nice.
Yeah.
And then Seisha.
22.
22. What do you got?
We got a
What do you
lot of
got?
doubles.
It's like
Yeah.
no one wants a vest of a 9-inch.
I can't stop thinking Doctor Who for some reason, and I'm sitting here going, adipose. You made a little adipose.
Oh,
To
now
incorporate that
now
somehow.
Friggle has a
Oh
fun.
God.
Mechanically, anytime there is any type of explosion,
Whether it's a fire, like a small little popper firecracker, all
or
the way
even like a match, like instantly igniting or
Or
something
Harold
like that,
Toots.
for you, it is perceived as devastating and as large as a nuclear detonation.
Oi.
That is
Got it.
not-
Okay.
Yeah, there's no like aftermath of it.
Yeah.
But you would have that feeling. So if you were to see something possibly be like, oh, someone's
right,
gonna
never-
light a match, you may not want that to happen. Or
Sure.
if it does go off, it may have
You like dive, hit the
Right.
ground.
Right.
Yeah.
I go action hero.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Turns out I should never ever start at pyrotechnics then.
Yeah.
I have that spell.
And then you assume this isn't
Sherry's
something
like, I
I'm
want to
a-
do fireworks for my friends.
Look at all this.
Seisha's like a dog on the 4th of July.
That's literally it. Oh,
I
poor thing.
assume I'm not aware that explosions will be huge. I just have this foreboding feeling if I see something that's going to create
Yeah,
a spark.
the most
some
small.
sort.
The first part is the foreboding.
Yeah.
But if it does happen around you, it
Got
will
it.
be as devastating as, perceptively.
Yeah.
As a nuclear detonation.
You essentially have PTSD.
I do.
now.
I do. I'm just gonna go back to my days in elementary school when we did the duck and cover drills.
Oh god, yeah, I remember those.
All right. So yeah, that's
But as you
you wake up.
as you awaken, you see that there is a wooden carving in front of you. And it looks like Aurora. Not like a, no, like a full scale.
okay.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
And waiting outside of the caravan is another dryad.
How big is the Aurora sculpture?
the size of her.
Yeah, so like humanoid.
Can you?
Druid senses. I have to do something for her.
Can you? Oh, sorry. Can you give her a crown of flowers?
I can't.
I'm gonna take some seeds and grow a crown of flowers.
Morning lilies.
Yeah, got it. I mean, they're gonna come out looking like constellations, but I got
That'd be
it.
really pretty.
And as discreetly as possible, Vinley just watching blank-faced, but still probably glowing brightly.
Yeah.
She just kind of waves her hands to cast prestidigitation to cause lily flower petals to begin falling from the trees onto her.
Okay. And you see that there is a peaceful look on her face.
She's still outside of the hut, right?
On Aurora's, there's
The actual. Oh, sorry. I thought you were another dryad. You
there
mentioned.
is another dryad.
Okay.
Separately, she cannot enter your
Yep,
tiny
yeah,
hut.
that's why I was like-
she's outside.
Okay.
Aurora, who was inside with you, is nothing more than what looks like a wooden carving from a tree now.
Okay.
But there is a look of peace and of tranquility.
And
I'm
she's
going- I'm
not
going to-
responding anymore.
No. I'm going to kneel in front of Aurora and pay my respects.
Same.
Seisha pulls out a small pouch and opens it up, and there's this smell that comes out of it, and it smells like sandalwood and eucalyptus and saffron. And she takes a little pinch of the herbs that remind her of home and sprinkles them on the dryad.
Okay.
And closes it up, puts it away.
Even though you wake, it seems that the light itself has not changed.
Yeah.
The beams that are cutting through, or that golden hour.
Mm-hmm. Nice
That-
God rays.
Yeah. But it is perpetual dusk still. It is not dawn.
I love it here.
It's really beautiful, but Can't see any stars.
After all this happens, I would imagine that the hut has a way of signaling to her that something is out there, like kind of like a.
You can just see it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Right.
Yeah.
So I turn to her and I go, "Oh, hello. How can I help you?" I believe she's.
I am here to transport you out of this forest.
Oh,
Oh, you're the sister.
Yes.
Thank you.
well, welcome.
I'm sorry for your loss.
It happens more often than I like.
Oh, well, our
She
condolences.
will be planted.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
We're glad to have done something in our last moments. But
We should go.
okay.
Yeah.
And I release the hut. And by the way, that's double checking for my own knowledge because we had long rest spell slots.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah. Hit the long rest button.
That would be the difference on if
It was a short rest or a long rest.
Yeah.
Picking spells, just so you know.
That's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Totally fine. Totally fine.
I grab the portable hole, and as I put my hand on it, Savard's like right out of it, and I'm like, okay, I'm the necromancer. I'm used to this. As she's rolling it up.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Good. And
I summon Misty and climb up onto her back.
Would one of you mind leading while I look over? Thanks.
Absolutely, it'll be her.
fascinating. Looking at the horse.
And I'm staying close with her to make sure that she knows we are working expeditiously, so I will stay close.
Okay, I mean, she walks 3 steps to a tree.
Yeah.
And then points to it. So, as she looks back over, and as everybody is good to go,
Your trooper is here.
we'll just walk into the tree.
Oh, walking right in with her.
Yep, used to this by now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you hesitate. Harold's like, yeah, Harold just face plants right into the tree. and then it opens the doorway, and then Karina goes through.
Okay, I'll head through.
Little platform 9 3/4 moment.
But no. You all go through,
Yeah.
and when you step out on the other side,
What you see before you is the edge of a forest. It fades into grass. A grassland that stretches like a far lake. And on the other side, you see the murky, dead trees stretching up out from a marsh. Where the grass where you are currently is the edge of a forest. The ground is solid. This grass is tall. For it would swallow Petunia. It would swallow most of Karina. For the rest of you, it sits about between navel and chest because y'all are some tall motherfuckers.
Yeah, we
Oh,
are.
so
I'm 4'1".
4'1", so you're about where Karina
no.
is.
You're
No,
2
they-
feet.
No, that changed.
That
Oh,
got
okay.
changed.
You and I are just head above it. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
Do you guys want to get on Misty and I'll walk?
I'm
So-
fine.
I think I'm good. And then you see Shuri like stretch a little.
Before go any further, you see this grass is a vibrant orange that fades and fades a little bit as it gets closer to the swampy marsh. It fades in color.
and also as you look to this swamp on the other side of this meadow, you can see it visibly going from this twilight dusk to pitch black night.
Surely you know there are 2 times a day in the Feywild, and only 2. There is twilight and dawn, dusk and dawn, and that is it. So you are looking at something that feels a little unnerving.
That's not normal. Or at least that's not something I've seen.
I hate swamps.
Vinley sneezes and glitter goes everywhere.
Oh,
Sorry,
it's
it's the pollen.
And you see Shuri get scared a
Yeah.
little. In that moment, does she still have the eyes showing with that now, or?
As you stand on the edge of this forest at this meadow, there's no response to your emotion.
Okay.
No change. Nothing happens.
Well, nothing mentally. So, do you?
Oh, you describe how you want your scared form to look. Or,
Okay.
Yeah. You describe your new,
Okay.
your new look. What is fear incarnate to Shirvi?
I don't think it's. I mean, it's this unknown. She's been through a bunch of different moments, but each time it's still. This is unnerving to her, even because it's in the Feywild. It's so different from what she's been experiencing for the last few days. I think it's going to be a sense of trying to protect herself. So you suddenly see Shurvi's skin shimmer, and then suddenly harden, and almost like armadillo shells. Like her face gets like plates forming around her. A little bit of like the armadillo shells on her arms and stuff, like as if she were to crawl down, it'll turn into a ball instead.
It's like a mix between a dragonborn and a turtle.
Well, what's that spell you always like to use?
Oh, alter self. Yeah.
It almost looks like an alter self. Shirvi becomes a lot more naturally armored.
It just looks like it.
Yes, and not
Yeah.
mechanically.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand. But yes, looks like plates of that gray.
Like a little pangolin because they
Yeah.
always look so shy.
Yeah, literally like that. So
You doing okay, Shirvi?
fine. I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah.
Come here.
And
And I just hoist her up.
Okay. As you're kind of standing just at the edge of this meadow, you hear a small voice coming from your hip.
Oh, this is okay. Yep. That's the furthest I've ever been.
Do you trust me to protect you?
Well, you didn't eat me, so I trust you with my life.
Okay. So I'm only going to do this to protect you. I promise. And I'm going to close the lantern and lock it just to keep him safe.
Okay.
One thing you would at this point probably hear is up till now, unless someone's been really concentrating, is her just keep going under her breath. One more step, one more
I
step,
have
one
a
more step.
passive of 27.
Right. So she's just now saying one more step under her breath, like just like getting her, trying to get
remember
her.
her saying that
Yep.
as her mantra.
Yep.
Yeah, so she's just like, it's like just a thing she does to kind of give her that little courage.
As she's doing that, I start humming the song that she played when we were moving from island to island in Limbo. And just start kind of humming that under my breath very quietly so she can hear it.
And eventually she starts humming it along with you.
Oh my god.
All right. What are you all doing?
So
There's no
we're at
choice.
the edge of the forest. What is directly in front of us?
A sea of grass.
Okay,
And
just grass.
Yes.
Is it the same tall grass?
Yeah, it's the same tall grass, and it's like looking at a marshland similar to around like Charleston or Savannah and stuff like that. But then as it gets closer and closer to the Mercandraw, it becomes that more Louisiana style, like deep swamp. Extremely, the water table seems to get a lot more intense.
So like as we Charleston to Okefenokee.
Yeah.
As we step closer, I'm going to use my walking staff to more like tap the ground ahead before I step in it.
Okay, got it.
Choosing to stay in the tall grass because that's where they hide.
You see the grass, like, leans and touches your staff.
Karina, you can talk to grass, right?
I can.
Maybe we should ask if we can pass through.
That's not a half bad idea.
I'm gonna put Petunia on my back if she's willing.
Yeah, Karina, do you want to ride my shoulders?
No, I actually want to stay in the grass for now. I'm going to cast.
No worries, love.
I'm going to cast Speak with Plants.
Okay.
To the grass.
And as that, there's this slight unnerving feeling. Usually when you talk to plants, I mean, it's a grab bag. You don't know what you're really going to get. But this time is the first time that it feels predatory.
So like talking to my dad. Got it.
And it says one word at first. Hungry.
What are you hungry for?
Hunger.
What will satiate your hunger?
Ferris.
Sorry,
Ferris.
Iron?
I don't know what that means. Me as a person, I don't know what that means.
Iron.
Okay. All right. Over the telepathic bond. The grass is hungry for iron.
That's weird.
My leg.
I thought
Harold,
Like-
I think you should be on the horse.
Why did I immediately think like iron and blood?
It's a very logical conclusion.
Harold, Shruti, I'm gonna let you back down, and Harold, you should get up on Bernie with me.
Wait, guys,
Missed.
I thought
Misty.
Fae stuff like doesn't do iron, or is that just in books?
Well, this is hungry for it, so it wants to consume it.
Yeah, so the
Right,
armor.
but I thought Fae creatures and stuff like iron hurts them or they don't like it or something like that.
But Petunia, do you know more about what that might mean? Is it like actual iron or?
That's a great question.
Go ahead and roll some Arcana.
Yeah.
Lord Grass.
Lord Grass.
Would it be possible for us to have safe passage through your grove?
Feed me. Protect.
So if I feed you, I'm protecting you.
We protect. You. Although it's hard to insight a plant,
Yeah.
it's not a safe passage. Feed me.
Yeah.
Yep.
My passive insight's 19.
More of a feed me Seymour type of situation.
Yeah.
Our grass
that's-
is shady.
and because you're able to communicate with the plant is why I'm giving you.
Yeah.
It is more malintent.
Yeah. What'd you get, Petunia?
29.
Okay. So yes, iron hurts Fae. Fae do not like iron. Cold iron. It is literally the antithesis of Fae creatures. So you can. Just Karina relaying this information.
Yeah.
So with Karina relaying this, you can kind of get that sense that this is probably here to destroy any iron that could or ever would be brought into.
However, that being said, with your 29 and your extreme knowledge of hags, and I believe we've already told this, there are rumors that the Mother Winter herself, the hag, the mother of all hags, Baba Yaga, has a cauldron
Yeah,
or
she has a
mortar
mortar
and
and
pestle
that she rides in.
made of pure iron, and is also said that her teeth and nails
Are also pure iron, cold wrought iron.
Which is actually not possible to do.
So you're here to protect the person who lives here.
There's no answer. Just again.
like a low grumble that seems just.
Is my armor iron or steel?
There are ferrous materials and a lot of metals.
Okay.
It's a yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you up on Bernie.
Yeah. Misty.
Misty.
Everything on me is natural or silver.
Yep.
So
I will pull Petunia up with me onto Misty.
Oh, I'm on Misty too. I'm wearing
then in
armor.
that case, oh,
You got the you got armor, so I don't think I've got buckles that are like brass, but that shouldn't be.
but you can't see above.
V, would you be willing to let her get on your shoulders?
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah, everything about me is
Disintegrate
natural. So I'm going
cannon.
to attempt with tapping my staff in front of me. I'm going to go, well, if you don't mind, we have somewhere we have to be. Thank you very much for all of your insight. And I'm going to try and step forward.
Okay. Shervy was going to do something.
I was just gonna say, like, I think Shervy, like, she wouldn't really have any iron. I think the only metal things that might be metal is the brass instruments that she has.
Brass instruments. There's the
Kazoo.
The kazoo, but I don't think that brass doesn't have iron in it, right? What is brass made of again?
It could be any non-magical
and nickel
metals,
or
but
something.
there's also the metal bindings around your bass drum. There's
Right.
the stand on that keeps your hi-hats together and things of that nature.
Yeah, the contraption connecting to all the things she does.
The hole. Put it in the hole.
Actually, she does have a holding bag, a bag of holding.
Bag of holding. You could dismantle your entire instrument kit if you so wished.
Put it in the hole.
There is also a hole that you know about because you watch Vinley use it.
Oh, okay.
Fairly often.
Can I please put my instruments in your hole? Okay.
She
Thank
puts
you.
it down because she goes off, and it goes into the hole.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm ready.
Just like strobe like Bruce Almighty.
I was thinking, Grandmama, it's me at the station.
So you relinquish your armor, you relinquish your instruments and into the hole. Seisha, you're riding on top of Misty. You're walking into the grass. V has nothing metal upon her.
The axe isn't metal?
Axe is made of
It's made
blood.
of blood.
Oh,
What
shit!
the nonsense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
But
metal.
it's anemic
Wait.
blood,
It
right?
has iron in it.
Wait. Blood has iron in it.
That's why I asked. It's anemic blood, right?
Willy, wow.
Alright,
It's
so-
a magic item.
Yeah. I will say that as you walk into it, nothing visible anyway that you can see happen.
Yeah, as you walk in, it does like static cling to you, like brushes against you. It's almost, and they're really thin wisps, almost like ostrich feathers, like long, and it's just
like whale teeth.
That's a little hardier.
Yeah, that's very.
But yeah, and with every step, just tap, tap, tap the ground ahead, just to make sure she doesn't like go straight into a sinkhole.
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Okay. How far is this?
It's a good ways.
Like, general distance?
19.
It is
A mile, maybe.
Okay.
Two.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a 19.
A 19? Okay.
Can I grant her advantage with that?
Of
Because
course.
I'm also, I think, the only one walking at this point,
Got it.
aside from B. Oh, Shervy
Yeah.
isn't? Okay, we're...
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Cool.
She is too.
Yeah. So you three, so there's 2 heads and half of Vinley.
And V.
So
and V.
advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, 28.
28. Eventually you come across there's something clicks, something, and there's almost like a squelch a little bit as your staff sinks into something, and you look down.
Do I hear a trap?
You don't hear a trap.
No, like a pressure plate trap?
No.
Okay, good.
Squelch, not a click.
Okay.
And you look at it and you see that there is this just husk remains of a body left. Looking over it, you do see that there is a small leather-bound book.
I'm going to take the book.
Okay. As you look over it, it is an adventurer that is from the mortal prime plane that was looking to map out areas or learn more about the Feywilds. And you have a book that has some rules of the Feywilds. You have the 3 golden rules. And you have notes of just things that they have come across. There is no night and day, things that Shervy has told you. And the only place that is a starless night sky is the Mercandraw. The domains of the Feywilds that you get is Delight, Despair, Delirium, and Dream.
Okay.
General
D4.
rules are speak no falsehoods, keep all promises, reciprocate what is given.
You gotta slow down.
I will
We'll
send
send it
this.
to you.
Reciprocate what is given and taken, cause no harm. And then you see that this person is purposefully writing everything down meticulously.
Okay.
And
We found the party's note taker.
at the end of every page it says, "Do not forget."
Okay.
Ooh.
And I'm going to pocket that book pretty quickly.
Okay.
Do you tell us you found it?
Over the telepathic bond, I'm going to say, found an adventurer's journal. We don't have time to look at it right now.
Okay.
You can definitely tell that they were headed towards the Mercandraw, had not made it
Any
there.
idea what killed them? Were they made of iron? Are they Iron Man?
The Iron Man. If you wanted to, if one of you 3 or 4, because V's there as well, wants to make a medicine check.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, y'all can do
I'm
that.
not great at that.
I mean,
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
That is a 25.
25. You see that there is like where the ribs are, there is broken. It's not fully, like, it was able to escape the forest, but did not make it very much further, and there's iron and blood. And nobody is currently hurt.
Oh.
oh, this is the fucking guppy shit again, all over again.
Quippers.
Quippers. Fuck those things.
I think.
Harold, if you see any berries, do not eat them.
Oh, I won't fall into that trap again.
All right.
There's no such thing as a good berry if it didn't come from Karina.
And as you all venture forth across these shifting grasslands that will eat away any non-magical metals.
And instantly rust it.
Okay.
Are we safe up on Misty?
You're able to ride above the grass.
What about the horse's hooves?
The
He's a
horse-
magical horse. He doesn't have
magical
shoes.
horse, and doesn't need shoes.
Natural material.
Yep, and crossing the rust grass gale.
As you reach the edge of the Mercandraw.
That is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
This bodes well.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Feywild.
Motherfucker's gonna be launching lawn darts at us so the trees can eat us.
I mean, the lawn darts maybe just be the size of those mosquitoes and this swamp.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't think of that.
Wait, they're Minnesotan?
Hey, we have a couple of announcements. First, if you haven't used the Idle Champions chess code, use that, and also hashtag Eldritch. But next week, there are some people doing some things out of town. Sadly, this is the last night we have KP at the table, but when we return,
we'll have KP digitally joining Ethan, Ray, and
I'm gonna be
Kevin.
joining those friends up there.
Yeah, you're going upstairs.
That's right up top.
Yep.
But next week we will have something else.
Yep. So we'll be back for 172, the second Sunday in April. Bear with us as we announce something fun. We'll post on the socials in the next couple days of what we have planned, but we think you're gonna enjoy it, and it's gonna be lots of fun.
Of course, yes. And you wanted to say something.
Okay. So, Wizards of the Coast has extended an invitation to content creators within the community. And both KP and I have been invited to go up to Seattle and go to their offices and learn about what they've been working on, the virtual tabletop, the new rules, and we've been given the opportunity for a Q&A. So if you have any questions, like non-sarcastic questions that you would like us to carry up to their ears, hit. I'm going to offer you as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Hit either of the two of us up on Twitter or wherever. You can hit us on the Discord, and we will carry your questions up there and try to get some answers for you.
Please be respectful of the people that are going and respectful with your questions. Continue, KP.
I just wanted to say, so I'm actually thinking of maybe making like a Google Doc that people can anonymously post. So if you are concerned about people judging your questions or concerned about any sort of repercussion, please know that our goal is to get your thoughts, your concerns, any quizzical nature stuff that you have about what's happening in the future. Just like us, we have no clue. We're also just as concerned and just as in love with this world, and as you can see, this play and these experiences, and we want to do our best to make sure that it is preserved in the best way possible and goes forward in the best direction possible so we all can enjoy it as long as possible. So we're all here on this together. So help us, help you. And we are going there, not just as, we are content creators, yes, but there's people from all sorts of backgrounds that are going to be there. There's going to be writers, there's going to be designers, there's going to be artists and people like us that tell stories. So there's going to be representation from all aspects and a lot of people from multiple backgrounds, POCs, people who are of all of the LGBTQIA spectrum, people who are disabled, neurodivergent. So we are a large group of vast representations and from vast different regions coming together. And the hope is that we can do our best to make this the best for us. So please, please, please feel free to fill that out. And we look forward to making everything better for us all. And as you probably know, if you haven't read it already, this is probably going to be one of many, many that are going to be coming in the future. This is not a one-off thing.
Yeah.
So the hope is that as this continues, we keep having more opportunity. And the only way we can have that is if we do this in a positive manner.
I actually do have a question, but
I'll
submit it.
We have a winner for the Eldritch Hunter giveaway. It is one of the, much like what you guys just found. Unremarkable Flesh Bag.
That is an awesome name.
That's amazing.
Unremarkable Flesh Bag.
If you wanted to collect said corpse, you can.
Yes, you can collect the Unremarkable Flesh Bag.
Oh my God.
But be excellent to each other.
May you always roll with advantage. Good night, everybody.